Hey there, welcome to the show where we're bringing you the latest, don't you know?
Here we go.
We're the hosts that you've been waiting for. Chieftain, hero, black light, Oni, and soda pop TV. Laggin Out wants to shouting about, bringing you the hottest news without a doubt. From internet trends to the games we adore. All the movie buzz and so much more. We'll keep you updated about what's on the screen.
Leave it to soda.
Keep it real, gotta keep it fresh. Laggin Out with the best, no contest. It's
Welcome everybody. At the end there, it sounds like he says sex, sex, sex. What is it saying there? What is the singer saying there?
You gotta ask Kazoo.
I gotta ask Kazoo. It's so welcome to Lagging Out Live.
What up, guys?
Hello. Is it Friday already? Damn, has it been a week?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, most of us didn't work Monday, so.
That is true. I had to
I
do
left
double
it
my
to your
work on Tuesday.
imagination, Kazoo says.
I left it to your imagination. It goes, well, it's like when Michael Jackson says, and like there's things that Michael Jackson says in the song, and there's actually lyrics to it, and no one knows the lyrics to it. It's like, yeah, he's not speaking Afrikaans there. He's actually speaking, these are the words, and someone actually said it on Instagram. I'm like, oh. So please welcome, check out Oni's hair, guys. Black Light Oni, everybody. The greatest hair lagging out.
That is not your screen betraying you. That is actually two-tone.
It's two tones.
I did it on a whim this morning.
It looks really nice.
Nice
looks
with most of
beautiful.
your hair
Looks so
color
fucking
choices,
awesome.
and they always turn out well.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I actually mixed these colors, so I'm surprised it didn't turn out like fucking dog shit.
Yeah, that's good. Speaking about great hair, let's check out Hero's lovely locks. Hero.
Remember, gents, long hair is in.
Yes, it is.
And got Captain Cornrow himself. Please welcome Soda.
Hey, those never go out of style.
Right? Unless you're my mother. Last
Oh,
time
my
I tried to
goodness.
get them done, she about had a fucking heart attack. So.
And I have my gray is coming in on the sides. I'm Chieftain.
Well, I mean, the only way you can tell that I'm starting to age finely is that I get a little bit of gray in the beard. No, that is not the reflection of my light.
I don't know why people. Maybe it's because I'm not naturally silver haired. Although that'd be so fucking cool. Sure would save a lot of money dyeing it. Why some people are so afraid of gray hair?
Some people are
It's-
just afraid of shaving, of
You-
aging.
you-
Yes,
you
I'm afraid
forget
of
a year ago when
shaving.
You called us all graybeards?
For the record, Chieftain, I cleaned it up just for you, sir.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
God
They
dang.
have this thing called
Ever-
Nova Hair, where it's a shampoo that actually keeps it colors your hair.
Oh yeah, that's been around for a while.
I'm not sure if it's good or not. It says it's like an Asian product, a Japanese product, or something to that effect. I don't
Here's
know.
the thing.
Hi.
There are products
Story
like
time.
that. They've been in the American market for years as a way to kind of lengthen time between dye jobs and touch-ups. So it's probably safe. I mean, there's definitely other versions of it here in America if you don't want to trust that, because there are some skin products I would not recommend. Unfortunately, a big thing, depending on where you are, whether it's in the Caribbean or in parts of Asia, they have skin bleaching products.
Yeah.
That makes me incredibly uncomfortable in a lot of ways. But most of the time you can get it for like purple, can get it for blue
Natural colors. Yeah.
to deposit color in your hair. So if you want to go for a crazy color, you could, just as something a little light, more pastel. But yeah, you can get some to kind of just tint your hair a little bit. But I feel like some people need to. Maybe it's because today's culture is like, you can't look like you've aged. You have to look ageless. Look,
It's more
Not
about
Have you ever met Morgan Freeman? Just saying.
that
it's-
man didn't get famous until he was already older. No one remembers him when he was young. Sean Connery,
It's-
same thing.
It's spotty. That's why I have to.
And
It looks weird. when it's
And
all
I
spotty.
do-
If it's completely gray, it's fine, but it's like spotty, so it's like looks
I
like
can understand that transitional
Sir,
periods are always awkward.
just saying.
no,
Sir.
but mine's worse. Mine's like I got like full like white spots here. It looks weird. So I was gonna do kind of the Scott Steiner thing. Soda knows what I'm talking about.
Wow.
With Scott Steiner, where he just dyes like a black stripe like right down here like that. I'll look like a villain from like a wrestler or something like with that kind of
Keep
thing.
in the
but
heel.
The Conqueror.
People love a great villain.
I saw a clip of Morgan Freeman on Sesame Street. He had Sesame Street. He had a huge afro.
Oh yeah. He was rocking it back then. I got a first time chatter on YouTube.
Hello,
Quiet Boy 121.
Welcome, Quiet Boy.
He says, "Love Hero." Spelled it wrong. It's okay. And he goes, "Nah, she called y'all what? Graybeards are wild."
She did call us graybeards, yes.
Yeah,
And I've kept. That's why my beard on my avatar is gray. Ever since she called us graybeards.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, I'd call that white, sir.
Well, actually, to be fair, I think Zombie Killer kind of did it back in the day. Oni, I'm not sure if was it Gray Bush or Gray Beard. I remember
knowing
she said
her, it was
on a few
probably Gray
videos.
Bush because she.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Well-
if you know Zombie Killer, it wasn't out of vitriol. So
No, she would always go for the raunchy jokes.
oh yeah, she had it. I think she said something to the effect the other day. It's just like we were talking about talking and everything like that. It's like, oh, I know how it feels being talked over. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like you and Funny Guy in like the first season.
Right. She's like, oh, we replaced you with somebody that we do that to. His name's Soda.
Let's do the PSA here,
What you
really
doing,
quick.
Mr. J? Is this for your little stream? Okay. Attention! And that means you in the back. The preceding content is intended for mature audiences only. Opinions and views expressed on this live are not necessarily those of Laggin Out Entertainment, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or any of its sponsors or advertisers. That means we ain't liable. If you're under 18, get the fuck out.
I do have a question regarding that
That be
cross
mayonnaise.
members.
Yeah,
Are those right underneath her right on her rib cage?
yeah.
Are those pistol holsters, or is that like magazines or
Flashbangs. It looks like the
They're the-
cylinder flashbangs that you pull.
I think-
Okay,
looks like
okay, that
them.
makes sense.
I was gonna say they're either flashbangs or flares.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more
That's a
sense.
great
I was
question.
just curious because it looks aesthetically really cool.
Yeah,
But I'm
it
like-
does.
Hang on a second.
I remember I don't know if it was in Fierce Gaming Females, but there was a girl called I Flash Banged Your Boyfriend. And that was her name. It was so funny.
I
the greatest
salute
name
that
ever.
title.
What's that?
That's a creative title. I am
It
not
is.
mad.
I love it.
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah.
I love her name. I think she changed it. I'm like, no, don't change. That's such a great name. Oh, I love that. It's like, oh, so good. Give me nostalgia feels.
For the record, to our loyal fans, I'm ready to be set on fire.
Uh-oh. Are you doing are you doing that challenge today?
Why not?
Oh.
If you guys don't know what that is hot sauce in a bottle. Well, it's not a genie in a bottle. He is not Christina Aguilera, but he's going for burnt
Surprise.
asshole disease tonight, apparently. And with a simple donation, either on PayPal, because it'll pop up in our chat.
Oh, you got that working. That's
what
awesome.
is it, like $10? It'll just go. The alert will just go in the chat. It won't set up an alert. Or 1,000 biddies in our Twitch channel, or a few super chats, or if a super chat. I don't know how much a super chat is, but
Super chat of $10. I think you can set your super chat price.
all right. Close. If you do a level 3 super chat, that's $9.99. You could do it for that as well. Those alerts will go off, Hero. Just so you know, the YouTube ones will go off as well. So,
Sweet.
in this, some ground rules here. How many are you willing to do, Hero? Just as we can just play it by ear during
play
the
it by
show,
ear.
or-
If I get to a certain point, I will honor the final one, but I will say the cutoff.
All right. It's like what was the cutoff last time? 3 days of rectal trauma. That was your cutoff, I think.
It was definitely three
Yeah.
3
His
days.
asshole's got to be back to normal by the time he goes to work.
I got
Right.
a
Right.
chopstick here that I've been using, and I've been using a dab at a time.
Oh, okay. Because no one fucks you worse than your job, so he doesn't want his butt to be hurting on a Monday.
Right.
So,
Hey, Winry.
what's up, Winry? Hope you're making that money with that video game.
Mm.
I think we both gave you the same price. You were looking for a second opinion and probably got the same number.
I think we were pretty fucking close, yeah.
Yeah, I said 350 to 500. So
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
said
what you said.
250 to 500. So.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. No, it's not.
Fuck it, what's wrong with people?
If you're talking about indie, you
I'm
gotta make sure you get what
$400.
you're worth.
Yeah, I'm $400 short a month now, so I got to find a way to make that extra $400. So
Enjoying my OnlyFans.
little bit of stress on my end. I think I could swing it with the tutoring. I think I could do it. But how do you could support if you guys don't have the money, and as you know, not a lot of people have money because pretty much everything that we use for every day is up in price. But you can actually shout us out for free anywhere that you like. Hashtag Laggin Out, hashtag LOL, hashtag Laggin Out Legion. Those are all our hashtags. You can do that. You can share us. You can share your stuff on Twitter with us and TikTok. It's Laggin_out on TikTok. If we get to 1,000 follows there, I can do a simultaneous live on there. I think not on Fridays, but we can just do it on different days. Just to hang out, get some edgy stuff.
Damn,
I didn't do it. She wanted me
Winries,
to
you
do it
gotta
for
make sure
20
you know your price.
Oh wow! So
$25.
$25 and no shout out for
Fuck
anything.
that.
Wow! Fuck you.
Yeah.
What's up, Rogue Penguin?
What up, Penguin? Hey,
What's up?
hey,
¿Cómo estás?
hey! It's here. It's here.
I had a dream about Rogue Penguin. I don't know why she was in the dream, but she was there. It wasn't anything weird or anything, but like random people pop in my dreams.
By the way,
Good job on your weight loss journey. Like Rogue Penguin is just getting she's crushing it at the gym. So shout out to her. She's killing it, and she looks better than me now. I'm jealous. So.
By the way, Quiet Boy says hi back to the Mariner, and also asks, "What are you eating, Paoni?"
Oh, good question.
So earlier I had some noodles, and now at my workplace I have some really wonderful coworkers who feed me a lot. So
Awesome.
I was allowed to take home more tostadas. So it's like chicken tostadas with a little bit of salsa with tortillas. It's
Very cool.
it's good. So I'm just happily munching.
It looks like you're on, like you have a smile, like you're on cloud 9, like you're loving it.
Yeah, look,
That's awesome.
it's food. It tastes delicious. My coworkers feed me. It's just great. It's
And a full context to people that haven't seen us before, we're Lagging Out Live, and the reason why Oni eats on the live is because she comes directly from work and starts the show because she's a fucking warrior. So she doesn't have time to eat. So we appreciate you guys not getting annoyed by that, because you know what? We all got to eat, right? And if we don't have, some of us don't have a break and have that convenience. So thank you so much. And I love the questions. Thank you so much. And bring those on as we go. And
I also eat because if I go on without eating, I become
shaky,
incredibly insufferable, worse than usual. So
you get hangry.
Oh, very. Like there's me angry, which is normal. That's baseline. Hangry, just, I mean, that's like pulling the pin on a grenade and just holding it in a room full of gunpowder. It's just like you are just playing with fire. So yeah, I try not to do that. Also gives me something to do. So
hey, there you go.
Kilo the Neko. What the hell is that title? She just dropped it square in the YouTube chat, and my response to her is, "You'll see when we talk about it."
No, yeah, true. That is choose. What's it? Wow, that was weird. Okay. I was like completely off the screen. Don't know how I got over there.
We
That's
just
our
started
meeting chat.
Kilo.
The meeting chat doesn't pop up on Zoom for some reason. It's cool. Like it doesn't screen capture it, which is great. But I forgot to put that chat in before we went live there. I was like, everything's working right. So I wasn't used to everything working correctly, except for like a reboot for the Streamlabs and Zoom. Sometimes they don't like talking to each other. But since I'm a mad genius with all this shit, I managed to fix it without panicking. But thank you to our boosters, Soda Pop, Hypernova, The Mariner, Ezreal, Storm Wolfsong, Prophet, Tyrandeth, congratulations on your nuptials, and Mirren Soul. So we appreciate you.
We are bumping on the YouTube chat tonight, folks.
Nice.
Kilo jumped in there. Quiet Boy jumped in there. And a friend of mine, Javelin, shout out thank you for joining us on YouTube.
Thank you so much, guys.
Says, when you can, it is important.
Right. Yeah, we love people on YouTube. It helps our algorithm with our shorts and everything like that. So we love it on all our socials. We are also on Rumble as well, Hero, and we're on YouTube, of course, you just mentioned. We're also on Kick and, of course, Twitch as well. So, like, what better way to promote ourselves but have high quality content on 4 social media outlets at the same time, you know? So yes, if you missed last night's stream, there wasn't one.
No.
There was some emergency because we actually have real jobs, everybody, and sometimes they get in the way. So sometimes we don't have the convenience to stream, but you guys can help us make this a full-time job by donations. The Greatest Nation is a donation. You can do it in Super Chat. Again, you can follow, you can sub, you can give sub, you can do all that stuff. But if you just want to enjoy it for free, it's fine. That's okay. You can do that too, Mooch. But we'll keep on going. Just kidding. But you want to check that out, Baldur's Gate 7:30 on Thursdays, 7:30 Eastern time. They might be doing a different game, and we will announce that it is a different game soon. Yeah. Also, really quick, we don't have a banner for that because I'm dumb and I forgot. But
that's
we
what
are
you were
looking
talking
for
about.
a marketing intern, a hype man, so to speak, to promote our stuff. So you could just send that to lagginout@gmail.com's social media guru / marketing. If you guys want to intern at Lagging Out, we need somebody for that because we have really great content, but we don't know how to fucking promote it. So that would be great if we can get someone with that superpower because we have a lot of our creatives on the live and a lot of our technical stuff in the background. Hero, Blacklight Oni, Mariner, and Tyrandeth, and all the great people behind the scenes that make it possible. So we appreciate that. That's lagginout@gmail.com. Subject: social media marketing. I'll be mentioning that all through the show as long as my blood sugar is up. Okay. So it is May 31st. It's not quite June 1st yet. I didn't realize this month just flew by for me. The worst month of my life. I hate May, so I don't feel like I'm gonna miss May anytime soon. But yes, May releases are in.
Just kidding,
bitches.
We decided to forego this month's June releases because there was nothing significant of note. I mean,
yeah,
there was major DLC drops that people were hyping up, and that's
right.
Great. But generally, when we talk about releases, we're talking about new games. Shout out to Shadow of the Erd Tree dropping this month, and I don't remember the other major one because I'm forgetful. I'm sorry.
Old age.
That's why we have to write notes. We're old. It's the white in our beard and the memory. We have.
Well,
having a
most of them were
guidance.
Unfortunately for AAA companies who are. I have no idea what schedule they fucking follow. It must be their own fucking program, and it is
never
really
works.
bullshit. It's just doing them so well. There are a lot of indie games coming out. Well, there are a few indie games coming out, not too many, but actual indie games coming out, such as Vampire Therapist.
Yeah, that one's interesting.
Where you are a therapist for vampires who have existential crises and would like help to better themselves. That is coming out this month.
And to suck less.
There is
Or more.
Maybe.
Shin Megami Tensei
Ah,
Vengeance is coming out. I think that's a port though.
I saw
It might be.
Sinon?
Yes.
Sinon.
Uh,
Sinon? Javelin said it in the YouTube chat.
oh, hey, you're on. Yeah. Oh,
Kilo
Sinon or
also.
Sinon.
That's
Kilo also listed it. So there are a few. Here's the thing. It's not to say that they're not worth mentioning in terms of, oh, we think that they're shit games. It's that a lot of the games coming out are ports, and we try not to cover that because unless there's a really good reason why a port should be mentioned as a new game, I see it as a re-release. And the hosts as a whole agree with that assertion.
We try to keep it consistent.
Yeah, and the thing is that although we do love to, bolster indie games, there also just weren't that many either. And there were some other things that happened in the news recently we think could also be covered, but there are some games coming out if you would like, but most of it looks like somehow June got skipped over. I have no fucking reason why when a lot of people are going to be home from college or school or doing whatever, and it's like, shouldn't this be the perfect time to be releasing your new games?
Right.
Especially right now.
But hey, what the fuck do I know? It's almost like, hey, scheduling releases should be a big thing. If you don't want to have movie releases, competing against each other in a really shitty way, what about your video games? Oh, wait, because most of them suck. Who cares? Anyways, but yeah, so if you want some
We got a
games,
redemption, by the way.
find them.
What? I'm on the multi-stream. What was the redemption?
Deep dive. Mariner wants his color.
Oh, I already have it blue-green, but I can change it to green. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh yeah, that one's working. Okay. There we go. Is that good? Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah. There it is. I hope that's good enough.
Close enough. Good enough for government work.
There it is. My favorite saying.
What's your favorite saying?
Oh, good enough for government work.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, Kilo, Mariner, and I kind of, if I'm reading this correctly, kind of are all in agreement. The reason why September, October, and November are all going to be swamped with games is probably because of fiscal year budgeting, Game Awards season, and budgeting just overall in the last, from the news given the AAA titles besides Nintendo. So that, I think that's some bullshit. I think that's real fucking weird. But hey, what the fuck do I know? What do I possibly know? So we might as well talk about other shit because it looks like it's gonna be pretty skimpy for the next couple months.
I think this aggressive budgeting is caused by gamers getting aggressive with companies.
Well, you
So companies want
fucking
to
get
avoid
what you
huge loss.
deserve when you do stupid shit. Just
You
saying.
fuck around and find out.
Whoa.
Whoa, dude. Yeah, so we'll do an indie game of the Oni. Oni flamethrower. Oni the flamethrower. glowing hair options. Upgrades. Stop by Soda's Pizza Shop.
Sweet.
Where he puts ketchup on everything.
Oh, he wants the black cowboy hat.
Yeah, we're making the ketchup pizza.
Oh, I don't even know where it is.
Gotta forgive Chief. He's been a little out of sorts lately.
Yeah, I don't remember where it is. Do I? Where's the black cowboy hat? That's the tan one behind me. All right, yeah, sure. If someone wants to read the trivia question, I will go grab the black cowboy hat somewhere.
Entertainment trivia for the night. How tall is a Smurf? A, as tall as Oni. B, 6 inches tall. Or C, 3 apples tall. And I will put that poll up in the Twitch. Let's see.
Honestly, I would be disappointed in the chat if no one votes A. If everyone votes A, I will be proud of you. If someone votes the right answer, I will light the Smurf forest on fire.
Wow.
Fuck the Smurfs. They're fucking creepy.
Cowboy hat.
Yeehaw. Oh yes, the fuck I would. Absolutely. I'd be smoking a Cuban cigar too.
I can
I
vouch
get-
for this.
I'd find someone. Say, hey, I will pay you premium. And hell, I'll fucking rig it in my favor.
Oh.
Because if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I'm kidding. I am kidding. Life lessons with Oni. So many illegal things.
Velcro
So many laws to
stuck
break,
to my
so little
ass.
time.
A couple of A's, a couple of C's. As tall as Oni. So there's two possible answers for this that are correct today. So they call me Black Bart.
Racist.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds ever wear a cowboy hat?
Yeah.
Always.
Smoking and Bandit, man.
Yeah.
Just double checking, because for some reason I'm blanking out. Last time I saw Burt Reynolds in anything, he was a guest star in the show Burn Notice.
The only thing
As
you can see him
a-
now is in a pine box because he's passed away.
Well, I didn't see his fucking casket.
Yeah, I did. I was there. I was a personal friend.
Oh yeah.
So me and him were like this. He died poor.
Ugh.
Ow.
Imagine that. Yeah. Crazy.
He could have like literally just signed autographs on his deathbed and made a killing.
Right? I remember he was in what's that movie? Boogie Nights with Mark Wahlberg, I think. He was in that, right?
I don't know if I paid much attention when I watched that movie.
I know you paid attention to one part specifically at the end.
Probably not. Just the giant cock.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what you were looking at. Yeah.
Yeah, the chicken.
Javelin dropping an answer in the YouTube chat.
Yep, he said C. Yeah.
Gee.
Have you ever heard those little plastic Smurfs? The little ones they would sell, they were like that big.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Yeah, those are great.
Back in our days.
Sounds like the perfect thing to shoot from a distance.
Yeah. You could
Well,
do
yeah,
that, or you could
kindergarten.
take your He-Mans and just have them beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
We would wing them across the room in kindergarten. But yeah, finally this is happening, right? After 6 fucking years.
Yeah.
Massive.
There was an update.
Yeah.
Yes.
However, yeah, this one in particular had me kind of
Cherry
interested as
bomb.
hell.
Is hot pink an option?
Hmm.
I don't know if it has that color.
If you blend lights with your lighting skills, could you make it happen?
Yeah, light is additive color, so I have to. It's a primary. I don't have that. No, it's not a primary. It's red. It's red. If you combine technically red and blue together, you would probably get
Purple.
purple, but that is subtractive color theory.
You'd have to add red and white.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can't do. I can't combine colors with that. There's the secondary. I'll show you guys.
You
These
should
are
have
my
like a
options here.
magenta color.
Yeah, these are my options right here. If you guys can see that. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I can do like an I don't. There's no hot pink, unfortunately.
I'd say do the magenta or the brightest red because it might
I
look
can do
really
brightest, I
pink
can
on
do
our
red.
screen.
I can do that.
Close enough.
Let me. If I turn off this.
Yeah, that looks pink-ish.
If I turn off. If I
close
turn
enough.
off the storm red, I can do that. I can do. That's not working. Let me go take off green. There's the hot pink. I can do that. Does that work?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. I can do it with the background color, so. Grenner's like, fuck yeah, that was difficult. Sorry about that. There we go. A lot of color changes tonight. Very exciting night here in Lagging Out Live. I'm Chieftain. To my right is Blacklight Oni. Hero and Soda are on
The bottom, as usual.
rows here. And then we're going to get Whoopi for the center square.
No,
that would
anybody.
take her show.
Let's say yeah, anybody but her. Like,
Right. But Joy Behar?
no,
That's
that-
No, not her.
it's also a no.
But anyways, let's get back to our topic.
She
Mass
was
Effect
definitely.
Evolution, a Fallout 4 mod released after 6 years. I'm sorry, go ahead, Soda. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say if she was on here, she'd definitely make something racist. So
Oh, yeah, definitely. Everything's racist. Did you know that?
Why not?
with them, it
Because-
is.
Yeah. Someone ought to tell them that hate speech is controlled speech. It's protected speech. So even if you're offended, I love it when Gates said, it's like, what you said that these people protesting for abortions are fat and ugly. And what would you say if they're offended by that? He goes, let them be offended.
Right.
He didn't even fucking apologize.
No, here's the thing. There are some words and phrases I find incredibly distasteful and
Right, of course.
and like sicken me on a very personal level. Like, oh, that's fucking disgusting. Why are you using that language? But
Right.
here's the thing. You know what? If you say it out loud and you're not quoting anything, you're not using it in historical context, you're not trying to explain it, you're using it because you want to use it because that's how you feel. I'd rather know now so that I can avoid you because you disgust me on a personal level. But you absolutely have the right to say that. I also have the right to not be there.
Right.
I have the right to remove myself from the situation. Now, if you
I would say
start
change the channel.
if you start like approaching me and doing this really interesting thing called harass me, that's when that gets escalated. That's when shit starts getting a little bit less polite, a little bit less defensive, and then we start playing offensive. But I want you to have the right to say stupid shit so that I know I can write you off as a dumb fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather know that instead of waste my time going, maybe they just don't know better. No, they know better. They just refuse to do anything different. I can't help you. And you know what? That's okay. We can just draw the line there.
Right. Like how I feel about hunters on Destiny 2.
Well, maybe get good
people get
stuff.
offended by that.
Yeah, so
It's all in good
about
fun, though.
this.
Yeah, about this. Moving on to this. Thank you, Oni, for getting us back on track and taking us off and putting us back on.
So a lot of mods run off of Fallout 4, which is very telling of how well received Fallout 4 is, because even if they don't play the base game, they still play mods of it. But also speaks very highly of apparently its functionality to be modified. But also goes to show people still really love Mass Effect. Even if Andromeda didn't really do so well, and we're just gonna gloss right over that.
You can gloss right over that, but I enjoyed it. Unpopular opinion.
Well, it was kind of broken. It like other games released, but it was BioWare, right?
Yeah, BioWare.
Yeah, kind of fucked
I
up.
also didn't pick it up until probably a year and a half after release.
That would explain a lot. All that shit had been mostly taken care of. Well, here's the thing. There was a mod that was released 6 years after it was announced. A lot of hard work. They released it, 2 days ago. And it had to be taken offline because, as it turns out, they had animations that they didn't have permission to use.
Oh,
Whoa.
So,
We both
Brilliant.
go,
they are going to
slide.
they're gonna fix that. They're working on it. They have said they do intend to have it fixed, get all the permissions that they need. But yeah, folks, make sure you got the proper permission.
You're gonna need audio for that, I think.
Oh, I turned it off.
Shepard,
How's the new body working out?
it is interesting.
Hmm.
The crew are approaching this platform to speak
I thought
to me,
Oni was
even though they can
talking.
do so anywhere in the ship.
Yeah, I didn't realize that
To treat me as part
it was a clip.
I thought Oni. Oni, do you
Yeah.
want to finish what you're saying? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
I'd rather
messed
you
up.
finish
I'm
what you
sorry.
were saying. I
sorry.
apologize. I
I'm
thought
sorry,
it
Oni.
was.
Oh no, you're fine.
I thought it was a short clip, but it looks like it's a full on.
No, you're fine. I mean, I don't have Fallout 4. I don't play with mods. Maybe in the future I will. I did not also play the original Mass Effect. Oni, what the fuck did you play?
80% people say there's
Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
Search for
Dungeons
Souls
and
Oni.
Dragons,
80%.
solo games that didn't require the internet. Anyways, so luckily they weren't fined to my knowledge. They did have to obviously take it off the marketplace, but they do plan on re-releasing it once they get all the shit fixed. So, maybe if anyone snagged it before it got absolutely wiped off the marketplace, let us know how that went. But it looks like it was suddenly released, and now it has to be touched up, as tends to happen with these
I
things.
like
But
to be touched.
Hmm.
so just remember, folks, when you are borrowing or using with limited permission another
Mhm.
IP, intellectual property of any sort, make sure to follow copyright, make sure to follow any, licensing agreements or anything. Like Dungeons and Dragons has the OGL, Paizo has the Orc, which technically is a shared thing, not just Paizo, but they're definitely the tip of the spear on that one. Just make sure you get the proper permissions. Sometimes that's just as simple as, hey, I'd like to borrow your stuff. Do you mind if I use it? This is what I intended. Or
You know what
paying for
frustrates me
certain
about
things,
that?
or just
Owen?
understanding you may have ads. So, mods, I have a lot of respect for modders because they're just doing this for funsies. They are not necessarily trying to make money. Most of the time, I don't know of a lot of modders who make bank on this. But it's a passion project, and I respect that. So to do as much work and detail in this, I hope they're proud. It's a minor setback and seems pretty easy to fix, so I wish them the best of luck.
I what frustrates me is that when there's big companies or big celebrities that want to do a project, all they have to do is ask their, Jack Black just has to ask his close and personal friend Lady Gaga, hey, can I use this song? It's no problem. But
Right.
the small schmucks like us on YouTube, we don't have that, and then we have use 5 seconds of something and we get flagged.
Well, I can call
It-
Lady
it's-
Gaga if you want me to.
I mean, you can, if you want to, but I mean, I seriously doubt you have her number, and don't you have a restraining order?
Yes.
Something like that with her? Yeah.
Both. Yeah.
Okay. But that's what really frustrates me. But if you're worried about intellectual property, hire a lawyer. Grenner is a lawyer. He's a great lawyer, so I recommend his firm. But a free shout out for him.
Nothing's free. You go with.
I do need a lawyer on retainer.
But but 33%. If you change it 33%, you're usually good to go. That's usually the thing there. But
That is proper copyright laws. Correct.
Yeah, 33.33% change. You're good. That's how I was able to get away with stuff for about 11 years now. I only had one minor issue, and they try to explain to me the law. I go, I know the law, but you don't know the law, and here it is. And they said, no, don't use it. I was like, well, you can buy it. I'm like, no, I'll just find something else similar to it. And it was the Star Wars crawl that we have. I remixed open source materials for that. So, but yeah, let's take a look at this.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey,
Yes,
baby.
Shepard?
How's the new body working out?
It is interesting. The crew are approaching this platform to speak to me, even though they can do so anywhere in the ship. It's as if they wish to treat me as part of the crew. I'm not, but this changes my perspective. I like it.
I didn't realize you had preferences.
I do not precisely enjoy something as you do, but my programming contains priorities.
Apparently, sound
Actions that
isn't
fulfill those priorities
going through.
creates positive
I
feedback
hear
for
it.
me. I tell the organic crew that I
Oh, of course, I'm
like
not
it.
on. Let me
It is
check
your
the
call.
stream.
It's really
All
low on the
this movie gotta
stream.
be too distracting.
Do not worry, Shepard. I only forget to recycle the Normandy's oxygen when I've discovered something truly interesting.
It's on the loudest.
That was a joke.
That was a joke.
That's my favorite line.
Is she a doable
Carry on.
character?
Understood.
What?
If you wish to talk more, this body
I
will be
can't
here.
say because
I'm getting the
spoilers.
crew used
Oh,
to
okay.
seeing me on the bridge.
That's
No.
a yes. What the fuck? It's like Cortana, but she's like metal.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's the
would
thing.
say it's like Cortana, but better.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nothing's better than a Cortana, and that's a debate for another time.
Siri used to be until she stopped with all of her jokes.
Yeah. Was Suri the outfielder for the Tampa Bay Rays?
Ex-Astro. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The guy who like runs his mouth all the time. Thinks
Yeah,
he's
got
like the
it.
second coming of
Anyway,
Jesus.
Oh yeah, they're gonna let you talk about sports ball.
anyways,
Yeah.
this was the follow-up slide that Badger put down to clarify that the mod is not ready yet.
Thank you.
I
Well,
am
I mean,
Gazoo.
it was until they realized there was a boo boo.
The copyrighted you. Yeah.
Slight boo
I
boo.
asked the questions nobody else will ask.
Why did Kilo tag me in that specifically?
The robot lady reminds me of that porn game robot lady. I don't remember the title, but she looked very similar. I think the game had a large controversy, or maybe you remember it. Yeah, Hero would definitely remember it. If
Yeah,
it's
he
anything
definitely
porn
would.
related, you either go to Soda or Hero.
Wow.
Oh, probably more likely soda.
Whoa.
But you know what? Rule 34 eventually gets everything, so I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if the robot lady had a porn made of her. Or, yes.
Sex bot.
Or just like the Road to El Dorado. Both? Both.
Both.
Why not
Both
both?
are good.
Subverse.
Oh God! Now everybody's gonna start looking for it.
Everyone's gonna search it. You're gonna see our view go down like the one because everyone's gonna go look it up.
And Jeff in the YouTube chat, no one can run from Rule 34.
How come that didn't show up on mine? I have the multi-stream up and it's not showing up YouTube chat now.
Didn't tell you.
Weird. It was showing up before.
So she said.
Huh. Okay.
Anyways, it's a real trailer, I promise.
This is a real trailer. I promise.
What the fuck? Is
I
this?
always get
missed
confused.
these
I think
days.
that's Doom. I always get confused with the suits.
So-
it is Doom.
Okay.
Before there was Barbieheimer, Oppen Barbie, whatever they called it.
Barbenheimer.
At the beginning of the pandemic, March 2020. Coincidentally, two games of very different genres were released at the same time for very different audiences, and yet somehow memes came together in glorious harmony, and there was peace in the gaming sphere at last. Those releases were Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing New Horizons. No, New Leaf.
Yes.
New Horizons, yes. And there were, needless to say, a bajillion fucking memes of the Doom Slayer
Probably.
in the Animal Crossing world, just fishing, gathering acorns, shit like that. And then there were also plenty of videos of give me a second. I know her name. Okay, I don't fucking remember her name. But the
That
puppy.
character.
Yes, Isabella, thank you. Isabella was absolutely fucking demons with shotguns and grenades and all that shit. And then there were also plenty of videos of them coming together. Many of them modded with their animations from their sprites. It was absolutely
Glorious.
beautiful. So many great memes. I'm sure this is going to be one of those examples. I miss those days. Pure
Roll the
chaos.
clip, sir.
It's beautiful.
Roll the clip, sir.
Roll the clip.
Do it.
This isn't that level of degeneracy.
Oh my god.
That was awesome.
It was. There
Disturbing.
were
I agree, Gazoo.
so many glorious moments.
That was
But, yeah.
disturbing. I like
Ears
it.
were bleeding after that.
Yeah, I still kind of have some reservations regarding Doom Eternal because of the Mick Gordon situation. That's actually still not quite resolved, even
I
4
don't know.
fucking years later. By the way,
Speaking
we'll
of
take
4
that
years
into account.
later, I need to go back to that game and finish it.
Actually, I will say on my 3-month hiatus in between moving to North Carolina and moving out here, I actually had decided to go back through Doom to Doom 2016, try to see what I could try to complete, and the answer is I found all the little Doom guys. So I may not do much in video games, but I'll find all the dumb shit no one fucking cares about. So and I took a wild fucking stab at which levels would have what I needed. So I found all the little Doom guys. I got my squad together. They're safe. So
Speaking
yeah.
of collectibles, in my journey through shit. What was that game?
Journey through
Your
shit.
journey through
That sounds
shit?
kind of dirty.
Yeah, I know,
Awesome.
right?
Gross.
Fuck. Brain dumped what game that was. The new one that
Dumped.
shipped. The new one that shipped up. Oh geez.
Welcome to Laggin Out Live, everybody. This is Hero trying to think of something and having a brain fart.
Yeah, it's terrible. My brain.
You're trying to describe something in
Stellar
the mail?
Blade. Ha ha. Stellar Blade. So my journey through Stellar Blade, there is a collectible. It's soda cans, and
That's
I
right.
just found it absolutely fucking hilarious. When you pick one up, there's a item fanfare sound, and she turns around, looks at the camera, and poses with the can, and it's absolutely awesome.
The 15-year-old
Literal.
Dr. Pepper can.
Yeah, so you may want to make fun of how old two of my Baja Blast cans are. Best
Some.
by February 11th, 2013. This is from the original Avengers release, by the way. And somehow, the Super Skrulls Secret Invasion sodas are now on Coca-Cola, which is the opposite brand. Because Dr. Pepper technically is owned by themselves, but they do run under the umbrella of Pepsi. So there's a little bit of overlap there. But now they're with Coca-Cola.
Interesting.
Soda is poison.
Something
Aged
most
like
of the
fine
time,
wine,
yeah.
I presume, says Kilo.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Javelin is complimenting us on finding that trailer. Credit goes
What
to
the
the
fuck?
Honey Badger for that.
Yeah,
She
Honey
is the
Badger, one of our
one-
producers.
She is
Yeah.
the one that creates our slideshows.
Yes, shout out to her.
Anyways, the next slide
Whoa, dude.
Oh, dude.
is what this trailer that wasn't actually the trailer for this game is the announcement for Oni, if you please.
I don't remember what I did. What?
Why did we play that video?
Oh, wait. Give me a second. Oh yeah. New Doom game. New Doom game announced.
Yeah.
Doom: The Dark Ages has been announced.
Oh Lord.
Do we have a lot of info on it? It's been announced. Okay, so
No information.
given the sales of the previous Doom iterations with Bethesda, I'm fairly certain they won't fuck this up, given that Doom has a very simple premise called fuck bitches get money. Oh wait, no, hang on. That's fuck demons, kill more demons.
Bitches better get my money.
The problems that I foresee are, one, people overcomplicating the fucking story. Look, I love deep stories. I love enthralling tales. But not everything has to be that big a deal, okay? It sometimes it's just really simple. Things exist and need to be not existing. So the guy who's got the tools to do it, make it go away in the most brutal, violent fashion, straightforward, which usually means straight through their bodies with as many weapons as possible. So, given some of the story beats that they put in from the last game that they had, which did kind of overcomplicate the story a little bit, I kind of understand, kind of feel like they went a little too far, especially when the DLCs came out, because that shit got... It's weird. It's like they had all the gore story in the beginning, in the base game, and then the DLC is when they decide to drop lore. For reasons. You should be dropping lore in the fucking game that you bought the first time. So, the Dark Ages could be them saying, we want it to be medieval based. Would that be fucking sweet? Yeah, because using old-timey weapons would be fucking bitchin'. You know, ballista, finding trebuchets, early guns, shit like that would be amazing. But of course, you know, using your bare hands at chair demons part is like the best, okay? simple creatures here, okay? But
Whoa.
the way they left the story kind of implied a time loop. So I don't know why they would do that. And I hope I'm not spoiling a game that's been out for 4 fucking years. If you haven't Wikipedia'd it, I don't know what to tell you. So, but yeah, the other part is
More like
it's a
6.
AAA title, or it's a triple A studio that has been essentially front running most of it with permission from id Software. And I don't trust AAA studios farther than I can throw them, because they've done a stand-up job at destroying their own fucking market. So, TMI, Kilo, TMI.
She's Polish.
Wow.
That's like part of their.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
Those
you're an
Eastern
adult. You
Europeans.
don't need to tell us when you're going to the bathroom. You do you.
You have a hall pass?
So I want to believe it's going to be cool. But after whatever the fuck happened with Mick Gordon, that still isn't resolved 4 years down the road. Regardless of how good the base games are, the DLC of Doom Eternal really threw me for a loop, because they tried putting in story beats that should have just been in the base game. And I don't know why they... Oh, no, I know why they did. Money. So
One would
I would
hope,
have to hold
Mariner.
so many reservations, because there's just nothing. There's no reason for me to believe much, especially when it's so early in the announcement. I mean, fuck's sake, how long have people known about Dragon Age Dreadwolf? And it's being released this year, allegedly, maybe Well, here's a timeline of that. Dragon Age Inquisition was 10 fucking years ago.
Yeah. I don't know when Dreadwolf was announced. I only
It was
recently
announced not
started
long
hearing
after
about
Inquisition came out. I mean, for starters, once you saw the cutscene, or you heard about the cutscene, or you read about the cutscene, you kind of fucking saw that shit coming after you wanted to bitch slap Solus. But now we're finally getting somewhere, allegedly, maybe, sort of, kind of, after they've redone it how many times, which doesn't usually bode well. If a game has to be scrapped, whether in part or in a majority, there's a reason why it's called gaming hell. So let's not hold our breath with Doom: The Dark Ages. Let's appreciate that Doom is turning 30 this year, and it is still a classic game and can be run on many things,
Wake up, soda.
including bacteria, at a frame rate of 1 pixel a fucking hour or some shit.
Mhm.
So maybe just don't put your faith in AAA games. Just play the original. Play some of the classic Doom games. Show some of the old Doom games love. Go Google them. Play the Doom WADs and mods.
What?
They're,
Oh,
probably safe.
I'm gonna get my 486 out and start playing it.
86
Soda?
SX or
That's right.
DX.
You're gonna use your Tandy, right?
Yeah, my TSR 80. Take over the world.
Loompa,
those are like the OG modded games. Like those
Right.
games were so modded out back in the day, it was ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
I was saying during the meetings, like I remember someone would put a code in, and it's like all the walls turned into like pornographic pictures of like naked women and stuff, and like all types of like weird like sexual things going on. And I go, "How'd you do that?" They go, "The internet." I go, "What's that?"
Back in the day, huh?
Yeah, it's like dial-up days and shit. And I'm like, what? Wait, how did you get this? Like, how does that work? Because it was like only like my second year in college, and the internet was kind of new.
Took
And
90 days to download it.
yeah, right. You like you want to look at a picture, and it's like scan line, scan line, scan line, scan line. It's like, oh, I see a nipple. Scan line, scan line, scan line, scan line, scan line. But it's like, I'm like, how does that? I was confused. How does that make the game better? It's more distracting. I was always confused by that. It's just like, yeah, I could understand like putting God mode on and just like mowing demons down and shit. Like that was fucking cool. You know, Wolfenstein as well, made by the same developer, right?
Yep.
And,
Just remember, doesn't matter what era, time, day, or weather permitting. Doesn't matter that shit. There's always time to kill Nazis.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Also, there's a section in Doom 2016, if you've ever played it. Because if you were like me, you had that moment of, hang on a second. Now imagine this is like mid to mid-late game. Okay, I've got most of the weapons. I think the 2 weapons I didn't have would had to have been the Gauss cannon and the BFG. I had pretty much everything else. You're going through the space station, or the Mars base, and you suddenly open a door, and it's just a giant semicircle hallway. Okay, a semicircle hallway, no doors, no cover really, just dudes, demon dudes in there. So if you're like me, you literally just take a moment to just pause and think, this is too perfect.
Mm. Mm.
Chain gun, just
Right.
mosey on down the hallway, easy kills. I got a fucking achievement on that one. Was able to screenshot that. I mean, I don't even think I got hit in that hallway. You're just walking by, not a fucking care in the world, just gunning down enemies. It was stupid simple. It was beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Play that game while you wait, and wait to see what shit show awaits us for this.
But recent history has not given much confidence. We know this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Soda?
Mm-hmm.
Want to say something, Soda?
Mm-mm.
You always complain that you don't get to talk, so here's your chance.
Doom was cool, what, 90 years ago when it first came out? So
90 years ago. What the fuck?
I honestly haven't played any since the first one. So
I mean, it's great if you love games where it's just mindless carnage.
Gary.
Well, then, yeah, that's the fucking point. I don't want to have the feel goods. I just want to kill everything. And apparently, doing that in real life is what we call apparently a crime, and is apparently frowned upon. And I find that, anyways.
Only a crime
On
if you
what
get
court
caught.
prosecutes you.
right.
Depends
Yeah,
on
only if you're
what
caught.
court prosecutes you.
Only
Right.
if you're caught.
It-
But the thing is that takes a lot of work. Okay.
If it's Gershon, then you can go into jail.
Remember, I'm a millennial. I don't have any self-control. I have no ability to wait for things. I need my satisfaction, and I need it now.
I want it
That
now.
is the most annoying voice I've ever heard.
It's like
I'm so sorry.
who's that one from Willy Wonka? She was like, I want a golden goose. That's a millennial.
Good for you, Timmy. I'm
What
sorry.
was the girl's name? I can't remember.
I don't fucking care.
I don't know. I gotta remember.
She's actually I've seen a lot of her autographs come up
Faruga?
in auctions lately.
Is it Faruga?
It's
Is that her name? Something
stupid
like
like that.
Yeah, the other one's Violet. You're turning violet, Violet.
Ways
don't
to
know.
remember easy shit.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So yeah, Rewinder. A lot of people picked A. A lot of people picked C. But which one is right?
Hey,
How tall is a Smurf? As tall as Oni, 6 inches tall, or 3 apples high?
depends if they come through the dimensional gate.
That is true.
Yeah, you
This is the
forgot about
traditional
that.
Smurf, the traditional Smurf idea.
Doesn't say that. It just says how tall is the Smurf. The Smurfs
Yep.
come over to our land when they're bigger. So
How tall is a Smurf in their land?
that's not what it says.
That's what I'm saying. You jerk.
Is it our land?
But yeah, that little scan thing is all socials. All our socials. This is Laggin Out Live. I'm Chieftain. To my right is Blacklight Oni. On the bottom is Hero and Soda Pop. You can donate to the chat in 4 different ways, actually. If you're on Twitch, you can donate it with a sub or biddies. And if you want to challenge Hero's hot sauce, it's 1,000 biddies to have him drip that hot sauce on his tongue.
Do it.
It is a $9.99 super chat to do that as well, or a flat out $10 donation.
Uh-oh.
And there it is.
The Mariner.
Yeah.
On the big
Mariner.
one.
Yeah.
Is gonna give the torture to Hero here. So, do you want a drum roll, Hero?
Been waiting all night for this.
I've kind of been waiting for it too. I'm not
So
gonna
that's
lie.
why
If anybody wants to know how spicy that is,
that means nothing.
no, but the color's generally a good indicator.
Okay.
Ooh, that is strong.
So red is hot. Okay, got it.
Fire. Da, 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 da.
Right in his mouth.
The tip of his penis.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa, dude. Hold on, gotta find my butt.
There he goes. There he goes. Does he have the milk?
Yeah, I'm good
Have
so
the
far.
milk.
Some milk.
Get some milk.
Takes a second to burn the tongue, and then as soon as you ingest, hello.
I was gonna say, remember that time when Hero had taste buds?
Yeah. So, just for clarification, this hot sauce is made with 7 different spicy peppers that are rated at 6 million Scovilles. Plus, it is mixed with an 11 million Scoville capsaicin extract. Capsaicin being the chemical that creates the spice.
And the
Right.
holes in your intestines.
Yeah.
That's
in
Also,
your
the
ass.
active ingredient, no sea spray.
Yep. Tear gas, folks. Not fun.
No pepper spray.
Oh, pepper spray. Thank you for correcting me.
That would be a 10,000-bit donation.
What would be a 10,000? No, that's 100,000-bit donation.
Oh, 100,000.
That'd probably be an enema with that stuff.
God.
Oh
Let's do
no,
it.
that is a no.
What's going on over there, Soda?
I'm on fire.
Oh, okay.
Get lit. Enjoy responsibly. Enjoy.
This would be me, and you probably wouldn't hear from me for about at least a month if I didn't die. So
Get you a life alert for that.
yeah, definitely.
And
Help me,
yes,
I've
I
fallen
am
and I can't get up.
okay. What is that? Oh,
Never mind.
Now he's seeing shit.
no.
He's like, Jesus?
Smurfs?
Just because I want to jump on the bandwagon there with the Mariner.
Uh-oh. We're gonna have a bitty battle here on the Twitch side here.
Do I have
Maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Uh-oh. What happened to the Rumble people? I know there's a lot of Rumble people out there. Hello, Rumble people. We love you too. We didn't forget you guys.
We have not. I have not
We
seen
find
anything on
you
the Rumble
very
side.
Important.
WTF is going on?
What the fuck is going on, dude? Whoa, dude. Can I get a whoa, dude?
Whoa,
Why does
dude.
it feel like 10:30 to me?
Right?
Because we're old.
Reporting for booty. Reporting for duty. We have a new voice in Destiny 2.
Ooh.
That we do.
And I love this guy's voice, and I think this is a very good pick. I just can't remember his name because it's
Keith
not a name.
David.
What's that?
Keith
Keith
David.
David.
Keith David has a very long resume and
Oh, geez. Yeah.
a very great voice, and I think this is a logical pick for this character. It's roughly the same, as Hero would say, same vein.
I had to turn down the job.
Uh-oh. What?
Oh yeah, you had to turn down the job. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
because-
voice acting.
Yeah, that's because if you were doing it, people would fall asleep while they were talking to him.
Fuck off.
Be like, okay, you need to go here. You need
Kill-
to
kill that enemy.
Pick up the Galahorn and
But I would educate them properly.
although they think they were getting educated, but they really didn't learn anything.
Subconsciously.
So yeah, how does everyone feel about this new guy taking over?
Yo, I think it is a great choice. I haven't heard Zavala yet.
That's his
the
name.
new voice.
His name's Zavala.
However, his voice is very iconic.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Goliath from Gargoyles. I remember him most recently from
Was he Goliath?
I think so.
Oh, interesting.
I
Okay.
don't know.
I remember him most recently from Saints Row, the third. Yes, as Oni is holding it up as I'm calling it out.
The fourth.
He. Now I am.
Oh.
That's IV. That's 4.
Yeah, he was. I could have sworn he was also in the third, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's right. I remember now. Yeah. Wasn't he the president?
no, he was the vice president.
Vice
Oh,
president.
okay. Well, close enough.
He was the president. He's the president in Rick and Morty.
Yeah, that's right.
He was
Yeah.
also a Koto in Princess Mononoke, the ancient boar god. He was also Atlas in one of the Teen Titans episodes.
Ooh.
Cool.
Mononoke.
So many fucking things he's done. He's never not working. So
Ha! I knew I wasn't crazy. Magma
He's
says
so
he's in
crazy.
both.
I,
Magma says he's in both Saints Rows.
oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Do we have a
Ding,
voice?
ding, ding,
I
ding.
know there was a link that I found. That's how I found the news on Instagram of all places, comparing Lance Reddick's with Keith David's lines of Commander Zavala. They're both good in different ways. I feel like it's going to be similar to Uncle Iroh, where
Uncle Howdy.
They're both
Clown.
very good voices. They're both very good actors. They're just different renditions of the character, but the one taking up the mantle is doing a very respectful job of, carrying that character the rest of the way that the original voice actor isn't able to because they're no longer with us.
Hit the Zoom chat.
I know, I saw it. Give me a second.
Oh, I was just letting you know it was there.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I haven't heard of the movie Volcano in years.
Yo, versus the volcano?
Earlier today, we brought you the news that Bungie had announced the replacement for the late Lance Reddick as Keith David. If you don't know who Keith David is, then you've been living under a rock because he is a prolific actor in Hollywood. And shortly after Bungie's announcement that he would be taking over the role as Commander Zavala, he has now issued this message.
Hi, I'm Keith David, and I am honored to continue the great work of Lance Reddick as Zavala. One of the great qualities of Zavala that
Rick and Morty, you're my bitches.
attracts me
The
is
money.
his integrity and his sense of family. And I thought that Lance captured that wonderfully. And it is my intention to continue that work and to continue to bring that kind of integrity to the role. To all the fans, thank you for your support. Thank you for welcoming me into this family. Let's just continue to make this a great experience. Thank you.
And now what we're seeing is the good side of the Destiny 2 community, which is everyone is jumping up and saying, hey, Keith David,
I don't want to
welcome
steal
to
his
the
views.
What's that?
I don't want to steal his views. We should probably kill it right there. We should also
yeah.
I'll steal those
him.
views. That's fine with me.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that.
We should
Yeah,
also
15
credit
people.
him.
Like the mess, I'm gonna throw my ball my glove into the stand and
We should probably also credit him. I just grabbed it on a whim.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know who.
Give him the credit. What's the...
Fine, I'll look at that. That
No,
was
what's his name? What's the credit?
God.
Give him credit.
That channel is Lucky 10p.
All right, Lucky 10p. That was a great job. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate.
Almost
Don't
300,000
flag us for it.
subscribers. But that was the clip, and I think he sounds absolutely perfect for the role.
He
Again,
does. It's very similar.
I'm
voices.
gonna be honest. You can't beat the original. You really can't. But you can respect the spirit of the original, which is 100% what I believe this man will do.
Oh yeah, I think he'll do a good job. What I really like about the character is the big paycheck. That's what I wanted to say. I like the paycheck, and I can sit in my pajamas and a fancy mic and then read the lines.
I'm going to do Mariner a favor. He wants to know who's better, James Earl Jones or Keith David.
yeah, that's too hard to even answer.
I won't lose another soldier in this war.
It's a voice
Look
comparison.
around. A gathering of noble guardians new and old. It is time to avenge this injustice, for that is the duty of all guardians.
I used to think I'd give anything to bring you back. I won't lose another soldier in this war.
Look around.
I
A
think that's the
gathering
look
of
now.
noble guardians new and old. It is time to avenge this injustice, for that is the duty of all guardians.
I used to think I'd give anything to bring you back. I won't lose another soldier in this war.
So yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
voice, you can
good.
tell there's a difference, but I mean, I think he's got Lance Reddick has a little bit more of a
bit of a
tenor,
higher
and
timbre.
Keith
Yeah.
David's more of a
Okay.
baritone, but I think the inflections are nice.
Right.
I don't know, just if I just close my eyes and listen, and not like look, I was like, this is this. They're pretty different, but I think they're different, and that's good. I think they sound great. I think I have more. I'm more attracted to the deeper baritone for this character because the character is a pretty kind of barrel-chested individual, so I could see
It's a
there's
Titan
more.
well.
It fits the character well, I think. I'm not saying that the original didn't. I'm just saying it's something I can get used to, if that makes sense.
Mariner, I'm going to be honest. I don't know who to pick.
All right.
I mean, I'm not voting because when it comes to
pick the black guy.
Whoa.
when it comes to artisans and those who work in a craft field of any sort, it's not necessarily about skill when it's about what is their wheelhouse and how do they work with that. They have, from what I've seen, similar but different resumes, different careers that have taken them very, very far. Whenever I think of it kind of hit me. The reason why Commander Zavala has that tone, I think, is because he has a very Optimus Prime kind of charisma to it, where, as he was described, when you're strong, you should know how to be soft. You know, when you think of Titans, who are basically damage sponges and physical attack dealers, they're also doing it for the sake of the squad and for the sake of, in the story, humanity. So being able to understand what violence is and being able to set that aside and share the moments of humanity together, I think, is really what both actors are channeling for Commander Zavala, where there's almost an air of lyricism when they speak, almost a delicate touch to it, a light touch. Although Keith David does have a slightly lower vocal range, so I think that's just where it's going to be a little different. But
yeah,
I have zero concerns about how well he's going to pull off this role. I think he will do absolutely great. I have a feeling they probably were choosing very, very carefully who would pick up the role. And hey, it is very nice to see that for once the Destiny community is essentially united in this moment to go, because that probably won't fucking happen again.
For once, they don't sound so fucking toxic.
Oh no, and trust me, Bungie already won a lawsuit earlier this week too. That happened.
Oh yeah, that not sure how I feel about that. And no, I do know how I feel about that. They're saying that cheats are copyright infringement. But I paid for the game. It's mine.
No, it's not.
You can't mod your own game. It's dumb.
But then again, understandably, probably in regards to a game that's tied to online, I can understand their argument, but still, you spend premium dollar for the fucking game. Where are my rights, damn it?
You don't have no rights.
You don't have rights anymore.
Biden's president.
That's right.
God damn.
I said, don't say anything bad. You go get thrown in jail and get prosecuted.
Mm-hmm.
In a kangaroo court, even.
Mm-hmm.
With criminals as witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
And a key witness being a liar stealing from the defendant.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I just took out $50,000, because I deserved it because it was my bonus. That's what happened. He said that under oath.
It was.
It's fucking stupid.
He gave 20,000 of the 50,000 that was supposed to go to the client, and then kept 30,000 of it. Like, the fuck?
Yeah. I don't.
You admitted that on Stan, and you haven't been prosecuted for it already? What the fuck?
In the wrong fucking field.
Mm-hmm.
I should be a crooked lawyer in New York City. Lie under oath.
Fish.
Get out under a COVID flag. Testify
Fish.
and make
All
money
right.
on TikTok from people that feel that I'm a victim. Speaking of TikTok, check us out at Laggin_Out on TikTok. We have a big
Nice.
fat 50 followers on there.
Nice segue.
Thank you. It was completely by accident.
Got Peter Fish.
The fuck.
Aw.
Steam.
Yes.
Microsoft. What's gonna happen here? And what the fuck happened to Soda?
Why you wanted a fish?
He's got the attention span of Dory. He is now a fish.
Somebody asked for it.
Have you seen a pufferfish's skeleton?
No, not today.
It's fucked up. It's
kind
pretty
of
fucked up.
nightmare.
Is it really?
Isn't it?
Kind of, yeah, because they're all interlocking. So it's like looking at a fucking jigsaw puzzle in a fish. Not as
Wow.
creepy as infant skulls when they've got the baby teeth and they've got their adult teeth right underneath it. Yeah, that's nightmare fuel too. Don't do it unless you want to really.
I just
steam
got a
yourself
filling
up.
this week.
So we had a little bit of a pregame discussion about this particular topic.
Yeah.
It was very brief. The synopsis is over last weekend, rumors just exploded on Twitter and across a bunch of different social medias that Microsoft was courting buying out Steam, scratch that, Valve, and they were assigning a dollar amount to the suggestion. And then shortly thereafter, journalists just started erupting in damage control, saying, no, this is not credible. There is no actual whatever happening. The reason it's trending is because somebody randomly threw that rumor out there. Yada, 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 yada.
Yada 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 yada.
I honestly don't think this is gonna happen, but I can see it happening. I could honestly definitely see Microsoft trying to buy out their PC competition to control the market, because in, tinfoil hat moment, I have a theory that gaming is trending towards the elimination of consoles.
I used to be against that for years. Now it's like basically consoles are computers anyway.
Effectively. But
Yeah.
you remember I had a suggestion about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, back in the earlier days, before I was on the show, before I was part of the staff. I had an idea where, why don't console developers create consoles with modular parts so that you can buy upgrades to the
Not like a
console so
computer.
that it'll last longer?
Mm.
And
Because there's no money in that.
debatable. There's plenty of money in that if you know what you're doing.
Well, because you're overpaying for the entire thing. It's the whole console is worth more than the sum of its parts.
Debate.
So,
anyways, Oni has something on that one.
oh, sorry, Oni. I
No, you're
was
fine.
looking down. My bad. Go ahead.
It's because that's basically a PC with extra steps.
Yeah.
But
But
I think at the time it was because computers and consoles at the beginning
Slavery with extra
had,
steps.
to an extent, two different pathways that they were going toward. Computers and consoles, of course, starting very basically, but evolving as time went by. But as computers have become more and more powerful, much more widespread, consoles do seem to be wearing out a lot sooner, just because their purpose is starting to falter. And this is coming from someone who does like consoles. I don't see a problem with consoles. Of course, I'm one of those that game on whatever the fuck you want, or don't game on things that you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
But especially with the recent fiasco with these recent consoles, there doesn't seem to be a net gain to buy one. It just seems more like more wasted effort, wasted money when you're built to break, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Xbox 360 and PlayStation 2 were arguably some of the best gaming years. You had great titles,
me.
you had great variety, you had consoles that, short of some stupid shit that happened with the stupid fucking Xbox Ring of Death, pretty fucking solid. And Nintendo wasn't, skimping either. They were, but of course they're focused more on the portables market because they've had that market for fucking years. And PlayStation would bow out of that not too long afterwards. So today, though, with the cost of PCs and mods and all that compared to trying to get a hold of a console, you might as well just buy the fucking PC. And a lot of these computer companies have a gaming line specifically for gaming. Acer has a gaming line. Microsoft bought Alienware, which is now their gaming line. I think Dell might.
Even TVs have consoles. Samsung has their stuff. You can actually throw a controller on your Samsung right now and play Fortnite. I just realized, I was like, wait, what is this? Oh, you can attach a controller to my freaking TV set?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fucking cool. I'm like, there's a lot of options to like waste your time. So it's not just like Nintendo portable or any, because Nintendo's had portables, like you said, since the early 90s. I mean, but now it's accessible. Like, you don't even need a console. You just need a television set.
And the Switch eliminated that too. Because you can just take that bitch wherever.
Yep.
And you have a screen. You've got two controllers automatically, just buying the baseline console. As long as you're buying the Switch OLED or Classic, not the Switch Lite, obviously. So, again, that's not to demean consoles. It's just they have inadvertently. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm sorry. I'm cutting in. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
With the way consoles have been running, sorry.
Everyone has pretty much the same thought, but go ahead, Oni. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Consoles are writing themselves off the stage. And part of that's just the way these game companies have been running themselves. Because, there used to be a bajillion different consoles, and now there aren't. Sega used to have a console. They haven't had a console in decades. Atari used to have a console. They haven't had a console in decades. Kind of like Baldur's Gate 3. There are three big companies left making consoles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I still have the previous generation Xbox here right in front of me. I sold my PlayStation 4 to your sister. Oh no, I sold it. I sold it to Soda for Christmas.
Who gave it to somebody?
Who gave it? Yeah. So I might not even have this anymore because now I have everything that's on my older Xbox. I have it on my Samsung now, or my PC. I'm like, all right, why do I even need this anymore? So
what I was getting at when I made my particular idea known is the Nintendo has done this multiple times in their console history. The Nintendo 64 had a memory slot expansion, which was an expansion for RAM, so that you could play a couple of different games.
Right.
GameCube had the broadband modem adapter that you could plug into it. Why would it be so hard? Or why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Why wouldn't you make it so that you could swap out certain parts? Put in an upgraded graphics card. Put in an upgraded.
A Wii is Wii is basically a GameCube.
A Wii.
People are like, what? Like, people like, what? Yeah, what are you talking about, Chieftain? Yes. The dev kits for Nintendo for the Wii were a souped up GameCube. So they had the plugs for the controllers for the GameCube. And then it was also like a 2-in-1 for the Wii. It's the same system with more RAM. That's all it really was. I can tell you that for a fact because I worked with it.
I wonder if that's 100% what you think it is, because
I know that's what it is because that's what I was told by Disney.
Well, ironically, or maybe unironically, the Wii shipped with GameCube ports, GameCube controller ports, and it had an emulator for the GameCube on it, built in. You could play your
souped up GameCube is all the Wii was.
Well, but here's the thing. Nintendo has been renowned for having backwards compatibility
Of
on
course,
a level that Xbox and PlayStation never really did. Because even when they tried it, they still fucked it up.
Failed
Nintendo,
miserably, yeah.
if you wanted to play your GameCube games on your Wii, you absolutely could play that. If you wanted to play your Game Boy Color games, you could put it in your Game Boy SP. Unfortunately, when they made the switch to the DS, shit kind of got fucking dicey. But again, that's like 10 solid years in between the different consoles at that point.
Yeah.
And even so,
putting
there
my
are other
original
ways
Game Boy.
around that. Same with the switch from the DS to the Nintendo Switch with some of these newer Pokemon games. There are ways around it. So, yes, the Wii, technically, with regards to history, the Wii wasn't the strongest, nor was it the best-selling console Nintendo ever made. It's considered actually a failure in the eyes of Nintendo.
Yeah, but they still profited.
But here's the thing. A failure for Nintendo is still a massive success. That's where we got to be careful. That's why I try to be very careful when I word things and when I go on these tangents. I don't like skipping information or leaving things out because things get misconstrued. And I don't want to be like some of these other people who are purposely misconstruing things. I want to make sure if something got misconstrued, it was because I just fucking forgot or I left. I said something weird. I left off a word and it changed the entire meaning. I am not trying to, disguise or play
we
shell
understand
games
that.
and shit.
But,
So
there's a way to explain it and condense it and still not miss the point.
yeah,
So
and if that just means
that's what we have to do here a little more. So, but you made the point very well. But yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Let's bring it back to the idea of this discussion. So, regardless of my idea, theory, whatever, throw that out there in the ether. Upgradable consoles would be amazing. You could make hella profit off of peripherals for that. That's how computers do it, just saying. But again, looping back to this possibility of Microsoft acquiring Valve, I don't possibly I don't think it's going to happen. I think there's going to be a lot of side eyeing going on from, some FCC. But I do think that Microsoft certainly does want to.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, you're watching Laggin Out Live. I am Chief, and to my right is Blacklight Oni. Underneath us are Hero and Soda Pop's been very silent because can't think of anything to say. Welcome back, Rogue Penguin. Yes. But yeah, exactly. So there's the ID. And don't forget, we are looking for a marketing intern. So if you have marketing XP, please message us at laggingout@gmail.com. Subject, social media marketing. Yeah. Soda.
Yeah.
What do you think of this?
What do you think?
I honestly think that this happens. It's going to be a giant clusterfuck. So,
I mean, just like every other acquisition they've done.
well, the problem is, when Microsoft fucks up and all of the gamers get together and go downvote the game, Microsoft's not going to let that happen. You know it.
I'm sorry, but when you're talking and then the fish's mouth. What the fuck?
It is pretty funny.
Well, he's a very serious fish, okay? Don't make fun of Fishy.
He's not going to flip flop on anything.
So
no, it's
He's
gonna
not
go
flounder.
swimmingly.
I can
He's gonna
flip
go
flop.
swimming. He's gonna dive deep into the topic and subject matter.
I can stick my tongue out at you too.
Oh Jesus.
And it's not an isopod.
Mm.
There are parasitic isopods that eat the tongue and then become part of the blood system. You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, I would.
that's also nice.
I think Soda's gonna take us to school with this fish here.
Well, I mean, I don't. If this does happen, like I said, it's going to be a big mess. So I hope it doesn't happen, but
Yeah, everything's gonna get all fucked up, and then you're gonna have exclusives.
and they're
But,
going to be
you know,
more picky. I think the good thing about Steam right now, is you do have a lot of indie games that get a chance, and then they blow up on there. Microsoft, they would either buy the game and be like, oh, we're taking the money, we're going to jack the price up, or B, we're going to buy the game, charge some kind of fee or microtransaction.
This is how game submissions work. Whether you're with Nintendo or any of the big three here, you have to submit the beta game to them first, and it's a $10,000 fee. So before you even get the game to pay for it or to buy it, you have to submit it to Xbox Corp, or you have to send it to Sony or Nintendo. They go through the game, they figure out the bugs, and they figure, okay, it's good enough to go. They greenlight you. If they don't, you have to take the game back, fix it up, submit another $10,000 to the before mentioned company, and then get it in. With Steam, you don't have that. Steam, you can actually go in there, drop an indie game, and you're good. You don't have that $10,000 fee or whatever the fee is now. You could just drop it in Steam. And my fear is that it's going to say, hey, no, indie guys, you have to pay that $10,000 in order for it to go into Steam now because we own it. That's where my concern is.
That's going to happen 100%.
So
maybe not that. Maybe not 10 grand,
info
but
for everybody, but
probably at least $5,000.
Or the indie devs start blowing up on the Steam platform, and
they take
Microsoft,
a percentage.
Epic
and then Microsoft comes in and goes, "Hey, hey, where's my cut?"
Give it 30%.
Epic is doing that now. Remember, we were talking about that last year. Epic is doing the same thing we're talking about here. When you make, like, you can use the Epic Games engine to create your game, and then if you make a certain amount, over $1 million, they take 20% of your revenue. Now they take more, or it's less, so they're getting more money earlier. So Epic is already doing the stuff that we're talking about that Steam is not doing.
That's what Microsoft's going to do.
And that's what Microsoft's going to do. So they're going to make it that much more difficult. Also, Unity, which is another game dev, and you can get a free. Unity is good. I never used to like Unity, and then I used it for the VR game I worked on, and I really like the lighting system there. As a dev, I like it. But with the Epic stuff, what did I just say?
Unity.
Unity, thank you. With Unity, it's
a hive mind.
Yeah, right? It is a hive mind. They're a little bit different than Steam, a little bit different from Epic, but there is some Rob, like, we're going to give you this for free, but we're going to take this kind of thing, like Steam's doing in Epic. But Unity kind of does the same thing as well. It's like, oh, you're using our system, we're going to take a piece out of your game. So they're all doing that because they're giving you the software for free, right? So it's not really free; you're paying for it on the back end. If you want to use that argument with the monthly fees for computer programs. Maya is like, thank you, Gazoo.
Thank you, Gazoo.
With Maya, I pay $1,700 a year for the license. So, but what I make in that program is mine. So I have one class a year with that program, and it pays for itself. So then I can use it for whatever I want.
So what do you think of this, Oni?
I don't believe that the journalists...
Thanks, Soda.
Now make me a song about soda.
Soda, 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 I made you out of clay. Soda, 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 why do you sound so gay?
Oh, Jesus.
That's exactly how I would have made it, too. See? Fucked up.
And each side of the dreidel is actually Soda, like a figure of Soda dancing, so when you spin it, it looks like he's dancing. I know a little bit. Not much. A little bit.
I used to know the name of that. I teach that history of animation. I can't remember the name of that machine that you're talking about now.
The dreidel?
No.
No, it's like you look through a slot in a spinner.
Uh-oh.
Why?
Just like last time. Anyways, you were saying, Oni?
A little more time, Oni.
I don't believe that whatever it is the journalists are trying to say is, one, working, Two, I don't trust them at all. Three,
They're all
I
good
have
for business.
I have every fucking belief that Microsoft absolutely has eyes on different companies. They and a certain owner, creator owner, has been purchasing farmland, just by the hundreds of acres across America
For like
He
10
wants to
years.
make everybody a
reasons.
vegetarian. That's what he wants to do.
So
I like meat.
that's what she said. So do I think he would absolutely have Microsoft put together the money to buy Steam? Yes, absolutely. If you can't beat them, join them. Buy the fucking marketplace so that you can, make more money by burying the developers and giving them to yourself.
That's why Vince
Because they
bought
haven't done that
WCW.
already.
What's WCW?
I'm sorry?
That's why Vince McMahon bought WCW wrestling. He bought his competition.
Yep.
The problem is how much of that, because Steam is still the gold standard of that marketplace, would it be considered a monopoly? Because now you own
Everything.
Damn
pretty
near.
much.
Well, you don't have Unity. You don't have. Is BattleNet still a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that belongs to Microsoft now. Because
Right.
Blizzard
Was
was BattleNet.
Gary, 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 Gary,
Oh, no.
Gary, Gary.
So the FCC would
Thanks,
probably get involved.
Mariner.
I mean, fuck's sake, they got involved with the Blizzard acquisition shit that happened. I have no idea what result may have happened from that, so I got it up.
They allowed it to go through.
That's
You're being very spicy. That shit be burning.
so. I think it's very possible Microsoft will do it.
Burn Hero's butthole with the
I
spicy
hope-
sauce.
I hope that the indie developers.
No Gary, only Zool.
Only Zool.
Wow. What the fuck?
What's Zool?
Zool. You know, like Zool.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
Yes,
No
exactly.
Gary, but it only said, damn it.
Poor Oni's been trying to get this line out for about
I'm
15
sorry,
minutes.
Oni.
Oh, you're fine.
These guys are being goons.
Me coon.
I would hope that the Steam community, for once, would gather all together and stop that. Because do I think it would happen? Kind of not. I kind of think Microsoft would also pay people to be the legal representation, be the hush money, whatever they need to make the most money. But I think at that point, maybe the creator of Valve would, start his own shit again. He's done it once before.
Give us the fucking money.
But yeah, I 100% believe Microsoft would totally buy out Steam. They're the one doing most of the acquisitions lately, whether they're small developers or large studios.
Yes.
Okay, they're owned by ZeniMax. ZeniMax is the one behind all of it. They own Microsoft. They own Xbox. They own Bethesda. They used to own all the smaller studios until they shut a lot of them down. Coincidentally, after they made really good games. But they still have the IPs.
Right.
Nintendo has only recently purchased a studio that did ports to the Switch. PlayStation's been
PlayStation.
they've been hemorrhaging for a long time now. So
They've been fucking up left and right.
they haven't really been buying so much as selling at discount, and quite eagerly too. So yeah, they're not going to be doing it either. So it's mostly Microsoft, which should make you very suspicious, and that should definitely make you uncomfortable. But
I mean,
again, this
I'll
is
be
all
honest.
rumors.
I'll be honest. We touched on a lot of different things within this topic. I feel satisfied that we picked up this topic for today. It's a game in speculation, honestly, because there's nothing really substantiating what this rumor is talking about. I can see it. I don't think it's going to happen, but I can see it. I 100% think that Microsoft definitely is wanting to do it.
Oh yeah.
Whether or not they will is,
or be allowed to.
Yeah, that's a different question. The FCC got in FTC, I don't remember.
The FCC won't let me be, so let me be, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV.
But it feels so empty
without me.
You know, he dropped a
Thank you,
single.
Soda.
He dropped a brand new single this last week.
Yep.
Who, Eminem?
Yeah,
he did.
I haven't listened to it yet. But anyways,
I saw him at his daughter's wedding. She looked hot.
Oh my fucking goodness.
She's like 23 or 24.
And she's someone's wife.
She's a really nice girl, actually. She turned
Well,
out
yeah,
normal.
because he would have raised her to basically
be
have
like her
everything
mother?
he never had. So
Yeah,
I salute him on his
yeah.
parenting
He's a
skills.
really she's apparently very, very nice person. So she's pretty well adjusted. He say what you want about Eminem, he could be a dick at times.
Oh,
but he turned down like a $4 million tour because he didn't want to be away from his daughter because he wanted to see her grow up. So I mean, you got to give him that.
Yeah.
So I don't agree with a lot of shit he does. I think he's a great rapper, musician, and everything.
Fantastic artist.
Yeah, but anything out of that, like Good Dad, anything out of that,
All the
veil,
mushrooms.
he always looks like he's got, I don't know, he like has like these blank stares, like he stares at the screen like
He's a
like
fucking
this is just,
alien, man.
It also could just be just having zero interest in wanting to be in front of a camera.
That could.
He's
I mean, he
thinking-
disappeared for like a
Saturday Night
decade.
Live.
He's thinking
people
how
suck.
to rhyme orange with something.
Yes.
He definitely disappeared for like 10 years.
He went back to he went back to his
Why would he
planet.
have to work?
I know,
He's got
right?
fuck you money.
I will say, I think the beard looked amazing on him. I'll be completely honest.
No
I
homo.
think he looked a lot
No,
better
he's
with the
homo.
beard than without the beard because
The
He
beard
has
works
baby
for him.
face.
He's in his 40s, so I mean, it looks good.
closer to 50s now.
Yeah, he's about 50. Thank you.
How old is Eminem?
48.
Wow, he's 51.
Oh, never mind.
Shit. You gotta. Yeah. Wow.
Gotta give him credit just for spitting some of those lyrics out without losing his breath.
It's a weird technique in singing where you, as you're exhaling, you can
It's
Cyclical
called
speak
circular
words,
breathing.
and then as you're inhaling, you can also speak words.
Circular breathing.
Circular
Yes.
breathing.
So
I could never do that.
porn
in
stars
chorus.
should be good at it.
Everyone except Stormy Daniels because she speaks at both sides of her ass. But thank you so much. I'll be here all week. Thank you so much.
Anyways,
But anyways, guess whose segment is up right now? Oh my goodness, and I can't find the button. Where would that be? Shot combos. There it is. Heroes Hard Drive. Yeah. Ticketmaster's ticket is punched with Heroes Hard Drive.
so this is
Viagra.
wow. Apparently the clip, the button isn't making sound anymore.
No, it never did.
Oh,
It that you don't hear it, but the live hears it.
apparently
We
Mariner
go
No,
through
they
that
didn't.
we do that every time we say that.
no,
but-
apparently Mariner did not.
It should
That's
be.
why we're saying it.
Oh, it should have went through.
Anyways, I talk often. Well, not lately, but I usually talk often about IT stuff, and apparently Ticketmaster got hacked
Wow.
to the tune of a lot of fucking money because I can't remember the numbers. This is and to the tune of a lot of people affected. Ticketmaster, as I was enlightened on by Chieftain this past Wednesday when we discussed this. Ticketmaster covers concert venues, well, really stadium venues, a lot of
Everything.
concert venues, just about everything that you go to that involves buying a ticket for. Because Ticketmaster is a monopoly and they are expensive for no fucking reason because they are greedy fucks. That being said, they got hacked. Lots of data, user data got leaked. And I don't think they realize how much data that was. But as is normal for most of these leaks and hacks, these people usually just apologize, pay a small fine. Well, big in our eyes, but small in a company's eyes, and then move on. They never really face repercussions. This is a big deal. Open to discussion.
Yeah, they've been expensive for a long time, and that's why I hate siding with Lars Ulrich from Metallica.
Everybody hates siding with that guy.
I agree with that one.
I mean, he lives in San Francisco. That's all I have to say. But
he sued the fuck out of a grandmother because her grandson was downloading shit on LimeWire.
Right. Mm-hmm. If anyone remembers LimeWire.
Yeah.
But I do.
Those devices also remember LimeWire.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So the whole thing is this company is shady as hell. And even if you buy like from StubHub or these other places, what's the one that I have on my? I have not Ticketmaster. TickPick is another one. That's a new one. They actually make fun of the name. They're like, "Oh, do you want to see my TickPick?" And they go, "Excuse me." Like this little old granny goes, "Excuse me." But I am running a delay so I can see where it is. I don't see it. There's my Jeep app. I accidentally started my car from my phone one day. But
do that again.
Oh, that was embarrassing. But yeah, they're an oligopoly, which meaning they have a legal monopoly, but it's not a complete corner of the market. So they can still charge whatever they want because their competition isn't that big to bring down the price. So I don't like the fact that they're getting away with this shit. Soda.
What?
Soda.
What? Am I muted?
What's your opinion
on this?
Yeah.
I mean, how many times has this happened?
Cheap geeks, thank you.
I mean, they stole my Amazon wish list, last year? So
yeah.
Did they? Holy shit.
Probably the same people. I don't buy anything from Ticketmaster, I don't think.
Yeah, there's no information. Like, I haven't bought from them in a while, so they don't have my information, but this is a really big fucking deal, though. They're idiots.
Well, I mean, it seems like at least
hire
once
Hero.
a week, somebody's getting hacked. AT&T, Ticketmaster, Sony, it's like our data is probably all over the dark web. So it's like,
yeah, your dick is there somewhere.
Yeah, there's a couple videos too, probably.
Okay.
But if you go to Ticketmaster, you can buy tickets to those videos.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, this is becoming a pretty normal thing, and because people don't want to hire people properly, it's like hackers hack. They should hire the hackers, and I know sometimes they do, but then they just get worse. So like, this goes all the way back to the Hackers movie. What was that? The 90s? Like
80s?
Maybe 80s, 90s? Like, you guys haven't
Didn't have
seen it, watch
Angelina
it.
Jolie before she had all the plastic surgery.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. And also that the girl from Jurassic Park, when she goes into like a Silicon graphics machine, she's like, "This is a Unix system. I
Right.
know this. No, bitch, that's a Silicon Graphics workstation, and you're on the control panel section that's in 3D. That's what you're in. They're like, oh, you're a computer
And
geek. She's like, no, I'm a hacker. I'm like, no, bitch, you
but you
just
got to
searched the
remember
internet.
though, like whoever hacked this now has like 10 million Swifties. So let them have them.
Wow. Crazy.
Tony, what are your thoughts?
Blacklight Tony. What is your opinion on this?
It's a lot of fucking data. I mean, let's remember, you're gonna have it's not just gonna have your account. It's more than likely going to have whatever payment information you have and maybe the backup to that too. Which for most people is probably going to be either a bank card, credit card, or both. And with those, they can probably also get access to lines of credit, bills, your location, your name, your family, their information. It's funny that such a large corporation like Ticketmaster would succumb to this, especially since there are so many that are from healthcare fields that are getting hacked. The VA had a fucking incident too. Don't think I forgot about you, VA, and how many fuck ups you've had recently, including the last one I just heard out coming from Atlanta. That's impressive. Good job. But yeah, no, a lot of data breaches have been happening lately. I'm sure not all of it is from the outside, okay? I'm sure someone on the inside every once in a while is giving them that information, but does it make it any better? Nope. When you are in charge of people's information, you need to prove, in my opinion, beyond a reasonable doubt, that you are doing what you can to protect their information. Now, given how many people Ticketmaster's pissed off, it's very possible it could have been a vendetta, could have been a hack based on pettiness, which funny till you realize the dangers of having all your information out there, but it wouldn't surprise me. So I think it's fucked up. I think there's going to be a lot of damage from this, quite possibly. But you know what? Maybe these other companies will have some time in the spotlight to go, hey, instead of paying an arm and a leg in your, firstborn child, how about you pay $100 for some really nice seats? If you have to get rid of them for any reason, we'll do like a halvesies. Okay, you lose half the money, but we'll give you half back. Shit happens. We get it. Maybe. But yeah, 500 thousand?
Yeah, 500,000.
Yeah,
international break.
500,000 names released out to whatever the fuck internet lands. That's a pretty big fuck up. That's a pretty big fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
What we're often taught in the cybersecurity industry is that the greatest threat to your secure network is
millions. Yeah, I thought it was millions. My apologies.
560 million people's information. Ooh,
That's a lot.
that is a big number. But
half a billion people.
One of the many things we're often taught is that your greatest threat is an insider threat. And
oh yeah,
you need to properly vet the people that work for you, and that the security model that you should use is known as zero trust security. Proper separation of duties. No one person should have access to absolutely fuck all everything.
You have everything, hero, to lagging out.
That's true.
That's true. These are things that we are taught, however. Do not let any one person.
You hear that, Chief? Cough, cough.
Everything.
Yeah. Fuck you.
And you changed it because of me? Yeah.
I want you to know where the family I come from, Soda, is that my mom doesn't trust putting the house in my name because she fears that I'll sell it from under her. Okay, that's the environment I come from.
Right.
We don't trust each other, let alone people outside the family. So don't take umbrage to it. Take it as a badge of honor. I trust you as I trust my own blood.
Don't know if that's a
Hero
good
doesn't
thing.
Hero doesn't have access to everything. I'm being facetious, but like there is some stuff that he needs access to. Like my dream of having the lagging out server. When is that happening, Hero?
I put that on hold.
We put that on hold. We put everything on hold because we're so fucking busy. If our bosses would stop fucking changing our schedules, we'd be okay.
Yeah, that is true. Everybody's been kind of fucked lately.
Oh my god, everybody! Like, I give my left nut for a 9 to 5 right now.
Didn't you already give that one up?
No, that's a different person in the Discord.
Oh, I don't have either left. So
I can't feel one. If that's what you're implying from the neuropathy and nerve damage, but I still have it. But anyway, I digress. Who was talking and what were we talking about again?
I was talking about generic cybersecurity practices.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
I could probably go into a lot of detail about that, and I'll spare everybody the boredom of that.
Thank you. I think I always feel like when I explain stuff, I bore the fuck out of people.
I thought that was me.
When do you ever talk?
Oh yeah.
I don't get to talk. Well, speak up.
It's
He's
just
gonna
a
kill
matter
me
of
later.
it's a matter of I find a lot of these details interesting, but not everybody does.
Right. Like variety is the spice of life. Like your interest is not going to be someone else's interest, and mine's not going to be yours, and vice versa. And everything in between. But yeah, but I mean, you explained it in a way that wasn't boring. So
But there's like I said, there's plenty of more practices that I guarantee you that they did not follow. This sounds a lot more like somebody circumvented securities for a database that held all this information and then decided to release some of it to the wild. And they're probably holding the rest of it for ransom or face further consequences.
Right.
They should get PC-matic.
Is that what the new one is?
Get some
I like
McAfee
it.
on there. What's going on?
McAfee. What,
Anyways.
the guy on ESPN?
Yeah.
Pat McAfee?
Actually got his own show.
Oni had her hand up.
Oh, sorry, Oni, go ahead.
Very good. Gazoo left a comment that coincidentally, quote, news of the hack comes just 1 week after Ticketmaster, a California-based company, surprise, surprise,
Right.
was sued by the U.S. Department of Justice for allegedly operating an illegal monopoly over live events in America, driving up prices for fans and blocking out smaller concert promoters, end quote. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's an inside job, but sure would make a great story now, wouldn't it? If you think this, because honestly, no matter if it's an inside job or not, this does not help your case. This makes it worse. This means not only were you running a monopoly, allegedly, you also weren't protecting your investment in said alleged monopoly. And given that you're in California in a tech-based field, yeah, I have about as much faith in you as I have faith that I will be able to grow a lovely garden. That bitch is gonna, if Mother Nature doesn't take control over a garden, it's gonna fucking die, okay?
Didn't you grow a cactus?
It's sort of. I mean, there were 3 originally, and 2 of them didn't quite make it. One of them just fucking, I don't know what happened. It was like,
Liquefied.
but no, the third one was drowned. We're not going to talk about that. In my defense, it wasn't me. It was not me. I was not in the
The
state.
Shaggy defense.
No, it wasn't me because I literally was not in the state when it fucking died.
I
It
know.
was.
I'm aware. We don't need to go into that detail.
Can you tell I'm still a little prickly about that?
You don't say.
Unlike the cactus.
Oh.
Anyways, next.
A 1950s audience finds that amusing. That's the only applause button I have.
Thanks, 1950s audience.
This show is brought to you by in front of a live studio audience. Happy
Right.
Days is brought to you in front of a live studio audience. Hogan's Family. Oh no, we added this in. Where's my mouse? It disappeared.
Uh-oh.
There it is. There it is.
Broke it.
It falls asleep. Yara has shipped.
Yaira.
Yaira. The blonde chick.
Oh.
Yaira has shipped. So it looks like someone's going to be doing an unboxing of
Yaira number 1.
Yaira number 1. The Saska sisters? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, the
So-
Saska sisters wrote and
They're hot.
yeah, wow. Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that.
Still not
Anyways.
talking to Eric until you do a collab with me. So.
What we need to do is when we post this,
Super soda.
we need to clip a certain moment of the unboxing, and then when it gets posted on Twitter/X, we need to tag the shit out of Eric July and say, "Hey, we'll do advertising for you."
Yeah, $10,000.
So, are we ready?
Yes. Do you want the drum roll?
I don't think it matters. What do we have here? Oh, it did
Timing
not tear
is
properly. That's what we have
horrible.
here.
Don't get torn up about it.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Hero trying to open up his
What the hell?
comic book. He has
Made by
expendable
FedEx.
income.
What do you expect?
I never usually have problems with them, but their perforation was apparently not perforated.
Eric saw your name and he did it on purpose.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
Well, ironically, he saw my name and also
Super
saw the
goated.
company name.
Oh, you put Laggin Out on there?
Yeah, I put that on my account when I order from him, so he knows that it's us.
Oh, okay. That's smart.
Not that I think he personally
Longest-
did this one, but there's always a chance.
Yeah, maybe.
Packaged so beautifully.
Nice packaging.
See, that's what happens when you give a shit.
It
The whole package, literally and metaphorically speaking, matters.
Right.
Absolutely.
Puts his weapon in there.
Well,
And
when you're dealing with superheroes. Fucking tape. You don't see Diamond shipping things this well. By the way, I don't know if any of you will get this reference. You ready for this?
No.
No, there's cardboard and
Ooh,
that's
shiny.
shiny as fuck.
Highly reflective boobies.
Damn.
Oh, good lord.
That
Can't.
is-
That's a
There we go.
very like 90s, early 2000s comic style. I like that.
Yeah. So I did spring for the limited edition cover and
Sweet.
foil. So that
Yay.
that bumped
Eric
Foil.
July, come and talk with us about the new comic.
Yes. Spoilers free.
I'm assuming she's not a trans.
That'd probably be a safe assumption because he doesn't use that GHEY shit.
Yeah.
Every one of his videos, he says I don't fucks with that gay shit. GHEY.
Oh my god. Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's pretty.
So it's official. Yaira number 1 has shipped. I've gotten my copy. He's still doing some CDC graded copies. He's still doing still doing a few other things. I think they're actually running a limited run on the statue, which looks amazing.
I think that wrapped up.
Yeah, the whole Yaira campaign itself is wrapped. However, he put out a closing video, $1.5 million of sales, over 11,000 copies sold.
Nice. Wow.
He is doing chart-topping numbers with every single book.
If only we knew a comic book art.
So, questions, comments, concerns from the panel.
Told you I'm not
Yay,
talking to
comics.
Eric until he does my collab. So. You hear that, Eric? Mavericks suck. Even though they're going to win the championship.
A lot of clips this week. I'm tagging Eric.
Do not clip that. No, what?
Too late.
Oni, what do you think?
It's nice to see whenever I see it on Instagram, the signage, the end cap displays in comic book shops of people taking candid photos and going, "Hey, look, I'm seeing your stuff here, and it looks awesome."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like you said, every campaign has been a success. Each comic seems to be very well received. Each product seems to be very well received. That's not to say there have not been some growing pains, as would be absolutely expected. But be the change you want to see in the world. And he's doing that to the letter. So each campaign he develops it a little further.
Yeah.
You know, this is one that I know he's kept very close to his chest, is very close to his heart, because this was one of the first comics he had announced as intended to be released. So, but letting it really marinate with the Soska sisters as they needed it to be. And I mean, just for lack of a better term, making sure it was adequately bougie enough. You know, he didn't have to go with a foil cover. But it looks pretty fucking sick. So
he made that available for every one of the campaigns. I just didn't get lucky enough to jump in before the limited run was out for the other.
Okay, that's fair. But I mean, Yaira, I think just the colors and the contrast make it really pop, in my opinion. But I mean, he doesn't have to do foil covers, but he does. He doesn't have to do trig parts, but he does. It's all these little things that tie together in intentional, detailed ways. And I love to see it. I love to see people really putting forethought into their craft, because they're not just doing it willy-nilly. They're not just trying to throw shit at a wall and see what sticks. I'm sure there will come a time where you try something and it doesn't work. But at least if you move with a purpose, you can at least see how it comes together in the end. So I'm definitely excited to see how this all keeps going. I kind of feel bad I've not purchased one of their comics since the beginning. Campaigns just don't really fit in a really great time when I have to when I choose to purchase some gifts, or when certain gifts are kind of the appropriate time to be purchased. Like Father's Day, by the way, is in 2 weeks. It took almost 2 fucking weeks for something to ship where it needed to go, because they said, 5 to 10 business days. I'm like,
Hallmark holidays.
oh no, it wasn't. It's my parents aren't watching this, so I'm not too worried.
Penguin likes your hair, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
By the way, before I lose the thought, he's been improving each campaign. He's been adding something new every time, and it's not just product. This last campaign, he incorporated an international payment card client so that international fans can start purchasing.
Good. I know he's also been getting better shipping deals because of proof of purchase and proof of success. So that's obviously a huge win because holy shit. You think, oh, the item is gonna be the the expensive part. Oh, no. Look at shipping. Give it a second because the shipping's where they get you. Like this book I purchased. I just did flat shipping. It was free because the price of the book was kind of pricey. I'm like, cool,
It took
great.
6 months to get it, but
No, it didn't take 6 months. I didn't hear anything for like 3 solid days. Then it was like, oh yeah, it's sitting in this warehouse. I'm like, okay, cool. Can you make it go somewhere else now?
You're right.
No. Okay,
Right.
so, but it arrived where it needed to arrive. But for some reason, communication was really choppy, and kind of wanted to know a little bit more than just that. But hey, whatever. It made it there. So, but yeah, shipping. It's one of those things you don't really realize until you got to do it. It's kind of like looking
Yeah.
at your stamp book. I need to send a card. You look at your stamp book, that bitch is empty. Fuck. So, no,
How
I'm really
often
glad.
do I send mail? Well,
They
that would
still make
explain it.
stamps.
Yeah,
yeah, they're actually going up. Actually, a nickel.
Wow.
they already did
Again.
that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put those.
No, it's a new one. It's a new upgrade. It's a new one.
Oh, I thought they already did it. They do it so often at this point. I don't.
It's
really
ridiculous. My mom's like,
Well,
"Fuck this shit." She's
The
like, "I'm just gonna do
USPS
everything
hasn't.
digitally."
The USPS has never turned a profit in the years that it's been a thing.
Well, what do you expect from a government-run?
Well, it's because you can
mail-in
go and
service?
order free supplies and you literally can get as many as you want and they send them to you and they pay for shipping. So yeah, that makes
I mean, you also have to remember the USPS is, yes, a government entity, but it's also its own organization. They have their own police force. They have their own, the Inspector General of
They
Mail.
technically cannot go on strike since they are a government-funded part of the government.
Well,
So,
yeah, they are a necessary portion of the government. Though at this point, I question that there's so many different carriers out there these days.
right.
Well, there's yes, but no. USPS still has to be used as the main transport of like letters and tiny parcels. FedEx, UPS, things like that are allowed when it comes to packages or other options. There's some weird legality. If you want more information, highly recommend the Fat Electrician's video. It's not on the Postal Service. It's technically about their vehicle, which is ironically made by Northrop and Grumman, or Northrop Grumman.
And
Used
also
to be a Long
braking.
Island company there.
Probably
Also,
breaking as often as
Grumman
the
used to be.
Humvees.
actually, no. It's the only reason why they're breaking at this point is because they're literally the same ones that entered the fleet 40 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
It's because they're basically built on the base of an S10, which was a Chevy truck, by the way, which is fantastic. But again, 40 fucking years ago, they tried to have a new contract, and I think it was called like the Oshkosh Group or something, won the contract because they did the vehicle that fulfilled all the tests, and then someone else sued because they didn't think they had a fair advantage. It was some straight up bullshit. Again, the Fat Electrician, look at his video on the postal truck. Okay, it's great, it's informative, it's sad because again, government gonna government. But yeah, anyways, shipping, a necessary evil at times. Don't steal mail. Don't steal mail. Just don't do it.
You can get shot over that.
It's a federal crime. Remember that. Federal crime. They don't play. But yeah, Yaira.
Don't ship computers.
I feel like this comic will probably, I mean, it's going to explain a few things, but I know for sure it's only going to whet the appetite of readers because she's one of those characters that we've seen a lot of promo art of, and we've seen a little bit of her working in the background of things, and punching Isom in the face. But
dropping him on a truck.
But we haven't really seen too much of her, so there's still a lot.
Your ass.
So there's still a lot of questions about her, and with her name and with her powers, someone who's working sort of in the shadows of something. The irony is tangible, okay? So it should be very interesting.
I'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Did you get it autographed?
No,
Right?
I wanted to, but
How dare
I
you?
couldn't justify that spend. I was thinking with my head.
You should have told him, hey, this is Hero from Lagging Out.
Right?
Can you please sign it? He would have no problem doing it.
The problem with that is that he's selling autographed copies at a higher
We
price.
are a media outlet. It's like
Maybe it'd be
something
like
that
to-
others. It's something that we do for each other in the industry. It's not a big deal. Like you know how many autographs I've signed for people for nothing? Well, my
Two.
autograph is worth nothing, but
Maybe
I like the fact that people ask, you know, or it's like, oh, did you work on this? Oh, can you sign this for me? Or you can do that. Like, it's just it's not a big deal. Like we're social media commentators and stuff. So, but
Unless you're Tom Brady and you want to charge $2,000 an autograph. And not even fucking
How did
spell
you
your
lose
name
$30
legibly.
million? Even Gronk says that crypto is like, me know that not real money. But yeah, I understand. You're shy. It's okay.
I'll be honest,
I'm
I
a shy
wouldn't
pooper.
even begin to know how to ask him if he could do that for me. When
Eric,
Hey,
sign
can you
his
sign
shit.
this? That's it. That's it. Like we could even just do it on Twitter. It's like, hey, remember us? Could you please sign this for me if I mail it to your house?
Signed a few for my company, you know.
Yeah, and when is Super Soda in your next comic?
If not,
Like
he's not talking to you.
Soda just flats out fucking says it. He's like, hey, I want.
Of course, now my character might not have any balls.
Oh no! Oh no!
Or I
Castrated
mean, maybe
Super-
they will.
Be called He'd be called
Elsewhere.
Diet Soda.
So,
Diet Soda now with less balls.
elsewhere. Oh Jesus.
You know it's weird when like you're doing a show and then someone watching the show is texting you directly. Rogue Penguin. It's like, how you feeling? I'm in a fog. Yeah, I can tell. Thanks.
Diet Soda is a sidekick. Actually, for
Diet
some reason, I think both my sidekicks were underage females.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing. He's like,
Well, I mean,
it's-
let's be
it's like
honest here.
Robin times two.
I was gonna say
Don't be
Robin.
sorry, Rogue. I think it's hilarious. You're fine, Penguin. Don't worry. I'm just joking around with you. Go ahead.
Oh boy.
She cares about me. That's why. It's like, how are you feeling? Like everyone's asking me how I'm feeling, so I appreciate it. I'm like, I feel like shit. Thank you. Which is a reminder, I will not be on the show next week, guys. So I'm taking some personal time.
You'll be stuck with us three.
Yeah,
Welcome to hell.
you'd be
Welcome
stuck
to the
in,
Thunderdome.
you'll be stuck with the more talented people of Lagging Out. So make sure you check us out on Lagging Out on Kick/Lagging Out. And just a friendly reminder, we are seeking a social media marketing intern. Love us, want to join us, help us grow. lagginout@gmail.com. In the subject, media marketing, or I think we have a Google sheet somewhere that I can't find and I always fuck up. So
I
just
didn't
go
get
ahead
to
and send an
shoot him
email.
this week, so
Yeah.
go away.
So please let us know. We need help. We do great content, but don't know how to fucking promote it.
Yeah, Starian
Sorry.
wants to sign on.
one day I'll make up with him in a good way. Wink, wink.
We need someone to design something. Do we know any graphic designers?
No.
Okay. Anybody with a double master's?
No.
Okay.
You gotta
You
look
phone
pretty
this-
hard. There's only like 7% of those in America. So.
Really? Double masters?
Uh-huh.
This is a waste of money.
Exactly. Exactly. Fuck it is.
Or they're
My
just
brother-
overqualified.
My brother just got his master's last year at 43.
Good for him.
Yeah, graduated with distinction, 4.0 GPA.
Now, if somebody pays for me, or
Right.
I would go back and get a PhD. But then you'd have to call me Doctor. So
Dr. Soda. We could call you Dr. Pepper.
Oh Lord, I knew that was coming.
Yeah. So here it is,
That's my
the
art.
third and final time. How tall is a Smurf? One would ask. As tall as Oni. 6 inches tall. 3 apples tall. Or neck high to Rogue Penguin.
Whoa.
Your choice is important to us. We had a couple of A's because people are fucking smart asses.
Smart ass than a dumbass.
That is true. If you can sit on ice cream and tell the flavor, that is a smart ass. 3 apples tall would seem to be this popular answer. So let's see what the answer actually is.
No,
I actually came up with this one, right?
Yes, you did.
Wrong. Wrong one.
Is that the wrong one?
Yes, I went to hit the drum roll and I hit the giggity. Three golden deliciouses. Oh, sorry, too far. 3 apples high. Yeah. Anyone have a favorite Smurf? Anyone
Grumpy.
have a favorite Smurf? Grumpy? Of course you can have Grumpy.
I honestly.
Hero, probably Brainy, right?
You like Smurfette.
I never
was not a
really
real
got that
Smurf.
much into Smurfs.
Small blue and can fit up the
I like
ass.
Jokey. I like Jokey. I don't know, Oni, do you have a favorite Smurf?
I didn't watch any Smurf shit, so no.
Oh my god.
Not even the movie?
No.
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 Do you
I
like
mean-
Gargamel?
No shows. None of that
I
shit.
remember when they were running reruns on TV years ago, and I would watch it occasionally if there was nothing else on, but it wasn't really my thing.
Right.
I feel like if I watched that show, I would have lost whatever brain cells I had.
Hero
Oh,
needs
that
more
is
than
Yo,
That's a
hey,
lie
whoa,
about
whoa,
me.
whoa, whoa.
Hero needs more than 6 inches.
I've seen some of the classic Scooby-Doo cartoons, okay? Reruns were a thing. Reruns were a thing with me growing up. I just refused to fucking watch it because I saw no fucking interest watching essentially little blue elves running across a screen when I could just hunt them.
I was little and I liked them. Does that make me a nerd?
Probably.
I don't know about that. Just an enjoyer of classic entertainment.
Yeah. I just enjoyed it. I don't know why. I was kind of like a introverted, quiet kid that got bullied. So I don't know. I like that. I like the Pac-Man show as well. They had the Pac-Man.
Pac-Man
TV
was
show.
fucking awesome.
I really
Yeah,
enjoyed that.
There was a lot of things that I watched that's from that era that I enjoyed. I enjoyed Gummy Bears. I enjoyed
Yeah.
things like
Bears.
Scooby-Doo and what was the other one? I just had it in my head there and completely forgot.
Was it a racing show?
I did watch Speed Racer.
Not Speed Racer. I know what
Go
Speed Racer.
Racer.
But there was a show that was about racing that I watched too.
Pole Position.
Not that one.
An actual cartoon?
It was a cartoon. It was a composite of a bunch of Hanna-Barbera cartoon characters.
Oh, I know you're talking about Laugh Olympics or something like that, but they had one with the racing. I remember that too. I remember Tailspin too.
Tailspin, yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I remember the Laugh Olympics with the Hanna-Barbera. They was broken up into different teams.
No, it was I remember the classic villain with the handlebar mustache and then the dog that was in the car next to him. Yes, him.
Snively.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Snively. I remember that.
Oh yeah, Darkwing Duck.
Yeah. Let's get dangerous.
Yes, and classic DuckTales.
Life is like a hurricane.
Yep.
Here in. I was playing all those theme songs. Soda and I were in the Discord, and we were playing. I was playing all the theme songs. He's like, "How the fuck do you know all those songs?" He's like, "I've never heard." It's like, yeah, because you were a sports guy. I only played baseball one part of the year. He was in every sport. Dragon Tales. I don't remember. I remember
Dragon Tales.
Heck yeah.
Damn fucking
Shirt
right I
Tales.
do. Yep.
I remember Dungeons and Dragons, the TV show.
I vaguely
Hi,
remember
I'm the
that.
Dungeon Master.
About that,
Uh-ohs. I know there's...
they are apparently being referenced as some of the art on the Dungeon Master's manual cover that is being teased online.
I always found that I never watched the entire. I watched pieces of that show, but I didn't watch all of it because I would always flip the channels a lot.
Well, here's the thing. I haven't watched it because some shows are just... I feel embarrassed watching them. I don't know. It's just the thing.
Well, I was a consumer of a lot of animation only, which is why I went into the field I went into. So I have an unfair affinity for stuff that people don't like.
No, but here's the thing. It's because I don't like a lot of things. Shocker, I know. Deep Dive. She was mentioning that because she thought it was about just shows she remembered from her childhood. We know it's not the same era. It's that's what she grew up with. It's what I grew up with. But
Rangers is fun.
The thing with the Dungeons and Dragons 1 D&D, D&D 5.2E, whatever you want to call it.
5.2E, what the fuck?
Don't forget to
I've
follow
seen
us
that
on youtube.com/lagging out, youtube.com/lagging out. If you're watching us live on there, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on there. Subscribe is free on there. Subscribe is not free on Twitch. So subscribe is just a follow on YouTube. But go ahead, Oni, just a little quick shout out there.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry if we're interrupting you. Go ahead.
They're redesigning the dragons again.
Oh god.
It's been leaked what the gold dragons look like now.
I didn't like any of the redesigns.
Yeah, I wonder why, because none of it was fucking broken. Because, quote, it's for diversity. You had diversity already.
For money.
You made the gold dragons look like lung dragons. A dragon type you already had like 3 fucking editions ago.
I think they had dragons in gummy bears.
Briefly.
So I'm getting really fucking irritated. The more shit I see about this new D&D shit, oh my gosh, roly poly oly.
Oh god.
Oh, I don't know what that is. What is that?
I do. I fucking do. Oh, fuck my life.
I think if I remember correctly, I think the target demographic of that one was toddlers.
Okay. That's what it sounds like. Is that like before Teletubbies or something?
No, it was about the same year as Teletubbies. Don't fucking bring those fuckers up. I hope every fucking one of them burns in hell. In a separate wing from me.
Barney?
Fuck Barney. Barney gave me nightmares. And
Which is worse, Barney or Teletubbies? Which one's worse?
They're all fucking bad. My parents stopped making us watch that shit after a while.
Okay.
Which I'm fine with. My life was greatly improved.
Damn.
So,
what about Romper Room? Anyone remember that?
I can't say that I remember that one.
Okay, that would be. I don't know if that was local or not. It was on before Sesame Street.
But everything I'm hearing about leaks about these new D&D manuals, are not impressing me. They're pissing me off more. I mean, none of it is great. There's no reason to redesign the dragons because they were fine the way they were. They've already been redesigned a few times, depending on which dragon you're even talking about.
Honestly, they should have just kept the model designs from 3.5 and added new dragons after that.
They already had plenty of dragons. How many? Look. I understand. It's in the title. It's in the name. Dragons. Okay, yes, I get it. And I don't mind if you add more types of dragons. Okay?
Hiccups.
The irritation.
Yeah, I have them too.
The irritation I have is the fact that you're starting to make them look like other dragons you already had, which to an extent, if someone really wants to pull a fast one, you can say, why are you making the gold dragons look like the lung dragons? Are you trying to erase the Asian inspired, however inaccurate it was, Asian inspired modules that you've had? I'm sorry?
The Asian inspired beard?
No, the dragons. They had 4 lung dragon types. One of them was basically a turtle, one was a dragon. One I think might have been like a tiger, and one might have been like a bird. Okay, don't quote me on that, but there were a few. But they made the gold dragon look more serpentine.
Ow.
It didn't have to. To my knowledge, they're still allowing the fucked up warlock at modifications that they made. They still have an unfucked psionics apparently. They're showing all this wonderful art. I'm waiting to see how much of it was AI. I'm waiting. Okay, I have zero faith in Wizards of the Coast. I'm not getting inspired, so to speak, by these new book covers that are being leaked.
Of course not.
I think there very well could be a time where we see D&D actually get sold. I know the live action TV show that was being talked about is like on the back burner. Some shit's going on behind the scenes now. It's the 50th anniversary of D&D. It's not like the year changed. You had decades to figure this out. At least a few years with the current administration. You couldn't get it done in a timely manner. You're waiting to the last minute, and even then still not fully making it on time. You should be embarrassed. You should absolutely be fucking embarrassed. It's despicable. So
they've been constantly trying to dispute the rumor that they've been shopping it around in the background, but
oh please, we all fucking know you're trying to
I've
sell
been
it off.
saying it since before the media outlets have been saying it. So
we all see it. The problem is that they're trying to recreate the magic of what D&D 3.5 was, but they have no idea what made that work. And they won't, because they're trying to make something, they're trying to make money off of something that was already difficult to make money off of, and missing the entire point of D&D. They're trying to tell stories with their modules, which isn't it's not a bad thing. The problem is they're also trying to make it throughout their baseline books to tell a story, instead of giving you just information piecemeal that you can then just fucking roll with. Not with the broken stats that they've got, not with all the bullshit. I've heard good things about Vecna Eve of Ruin. But from what I've also heard, it kind of doesn't make sense to buy that module, one, if you've never played because it's a level 10 and up campaign. And two, if you don't have a pretty deep understanding of D&D lore, like talking about some of the big wigs, not just Vecna, but his name's on the fucking cover. He gets a pass, okay? So it just defeats the purpose of that. They don't understand what made D&D so magical with 1, 2, and 3, 3.5. Because with 4, they don't even talk about it anymore. As far as they're aware of, 4 didn't even exist.
I'm agreeing with you there.
And with 5, they're trying to dial it back so much that they're sucking some of the soul out of it and telling too blunt of a story, instead of letting the story be told by the dungeon master, which was the point. So
the whole
they're
point
not.
Of D&D, and I will die on this hill. The whole point of D&D is to create your own world to play in,
right?
It's with
creativity,
wide open imagination. Like it's established in every core book that I have touched, from first edition all the way up to 3.5. First of all, Dungeon Master has final say. Second of all, this is about the
Dungeon
players.
Master's like a dom in real life. They're in charge.
This is about
It's Pickle Rick.
the players. The
Pickle's
players make the story. The DM tells the story, but the players make it. Wow. Larry. I'm sorry. I just it aggravates me. They've got all this
Yeah.
bullshit that they're doing with Fifth and all this ham-fisted forced diversity, these rules, you can't have this anymore, it's problematic. You can't have the winged monkey race because it highlighted slavery and slavery bad. You can't
Who said that?
races.
That, remember we talked about that the
I
Hadouzi.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
But the thing is that to my
But-
knowledge, they didn't get rid of it. It's in
Just
the
the
books.
fact that someone actually thought that makes them racist, not the people that created the whole thing that
don't
had
say.
no idea.
Here's the thing. There were some very, let's say,
Mountain Dew gorilla.
questionable things about earlier D&D, like if you remember the Oriental Adventures, I think it was.
Oh, and I loved the Oriental Adventures.
Technically kind of off color nowadays for a few reasons, but that doesn't mean you can't you have to discard the entire thing. That just means look at it, see what can be salvaged, look at what maybe it kind of needs to be a little updated, and maybe even go deeper. See what you can see what else you can make with that. Because what was interesting about some of those older D&D manuals is they would reprint them.
Yeah.
So, for example, in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, 2nd edition, they had a Cult of the Dragon book all about Tiamat and her shit from 2nd edition. So technically, that book wound up going out of print, or they lost the ability to print original because of the way it was printed in the original format. But they reprinted that book as a proper book, so you can find that on eBay. They did that, so it's not like it's lost forever, but they haven't reprinted, to my knowledge, anything from 3.5 that they could have. They could have done it. So many fucking modules and side books about little details that they never reprinted. The only things they've consistently reprinted, besides the Dungeon Master's Manual, the Player's Handbook, and the Monster Manuals, are like the Draconomicons, but that's
oh my gosh,
right.
Like,
it's in the name.
It's in the name. But I feel like we're beating a dead horse. Like all I'm gonna say absolutely is that homebrew is king.
Oh yeah, homebrew is definitely king. But
that's what Dungeons and Dragons has always been about. Homebrew.
Oh yeah. Anyone want to take bets
control your own
any
store.
of their art is AI?
You know what though? This is just maybe another tinfoil hat moment for me, but I think
buy our shirts.
Yeah, buy our shirts. I think all companies are dipping into AI and using it in some form or another quietly.
It didn't work for my photo restores today. Pissed me off. I said clean up dust and scratches, and I selected my dad, and then what it did is it replaced my dad with like a random soldier from
that's fucked up,
Africa, like an African soldier, and I'm like, I said clean up dust particles on this uniform. It completely took my father out and put something else in. I'm like, that's not what I said. I had to undo it, and I had to pretty much do content aware and just regular old traditional dust cleanup and scratch. I was so fucking mad. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this thing is retarded for for Photoshop. I was very disappointed today.
Did you see the news about how Google's AI they've been putting out stupid answers to questions?
Oh, that's been all week.
It's been going on all week. And the reasoning for that is because they paid Reddit to use back posts to train their AI.
Oh
my! Who thought this was a good idea? Have you not seen Reddit?
Reddit is the fucking toxic fucking place. It's like the Call of Duty for writing people.
Reddit is either super wholesome and adorable, or it is the pits of hell worst place ever. There is no in between. It's
like
it's
It's like Facebook without the pictures.
You can put some pictures on Reddit.
Oh, you can? Okay.
I got more than
So it's
pictures
like
on
Facebook.
Reddit.
Oh yeah,
You might not like what you find though.
There
Yeah.
are whole threads of wild free
women.
madness and porn, and it's like, what did I stumble into?
It's Reddit.
You
Just
knew exactly what you were stumbling into,
No.
Hero.
No.
Get the fuck out of here. You're like, oh, big titties? Okay, I'm going there.
And then you don't like what you find.
You see references from National Geographic circa 1975.
Mm-hmm.
Worse.
Big old banana titties all over the place.
Yeah, you got. I'm just like, I'm not sorry to say, like, you could be going down this rabbit trail looking for information, because believe it or not, sometimes you find some really good IT information on Reddit. And then randomly in that same thread that you're finding great information on IT, all of a sudden you see stuff you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I put my OnlyFans ads.
Old man salty balls.
Yeah, people Google that all the time.
They do. MyDickMakesMoney.com goes right to your site, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dongs.com.
I mentioned that I mentioned that to Carenzo, that I mentioned it on the live, and he gave us a donation of $20.69, and then he writes "nice" on the bottom.
Can't be mad at that.
No, he's like a savant when it comes to like that AI stuff. He's like, I don't know, like it's scary. Like he can like do a lot of shit. So I like okay, Carenzo, remind me never to get on your bad side. That would be awesome. But yeah, I think we're all done. Cortana, yes. Cortana, I think they should do like a celebrity death match to bring that back and do Cortana versus Siri or something like that.
That'd be funny.
Or Alexa. Have like a fail three-way Texas tornado match.
Oh jeez.
I was thinking of a different three-way, but okay.
Yeah, that's how I know I'm getting old, because I wasn't thinking that.
Oh yeah.
I'm old. I'm old.
Oh yeah.
I think we're done. I think it's past
we
my
are.
bedtime.
Maybe.
Yes.
Hey, Clippy. Clippy is king.
Clippy for the win.
I remember Clippy.
Guess you'd say he works in a pinch.
Right. He keeps it together. Right?
Cricket.
No?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, that went over like a lead balloon. Okay.
Sorry, I was distracted.
Yeah. Ooh. Piece of candy.
I'll Reddit looking at porn.
Yeah. On behalf of, let's start with Soda.
Hi guys, thanks for watching.
Hero, the IT guy.
Have a good one, guys. Penguin, you missed your chance to make me burn.
And Blacklight Oni. I'm Chieftain. We're Laggin Out Live. We're here 8 p.m. on Friday.
It's bedtime, people.
Until next time, guys. This is Chieftain signing off and lagging out. Bye.
Laters.
I'm lagging and I know it.